All right, we're live.
Oh, we didn't figure out what we have in our backpacks.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that real quick. Like, what's era we set in, Sour?
The area we're set in?
Well,
Era.
kind of like the time period, I should say. And, like, what would you say we
Era.
kind of had starting, that kind of shit?
Well,
Yeah.
I will say though, real quick, for like the beginning story, more or less, it's like you guys are all high school kids and you know each other as classmates. So I don't want to hear you guys don't know each other at all.
Okay.
And you all meet up in a diner. So essentially, what would you bring from home with you? Because you know you guys are gonna go look out at like rumors of an abandoned place. That's like
all right.
so it's like what do you think you guys would bring with you? Like guaranteed probably flashlights.
I was gonna say flashlights, obviously.
Yeah, flashlights obviously, but it's like what else would each of you specifically would think to bring with you?
How many
'Cause
items
after all
can
of
we
you
list?
you can take I'm just going to say you can take 2 things with you minus the flashlight.
Okay.
So 3 items.
One of them being a flashlight. Got you.
One of them being the flashlight.
Smart and strong. Abandoned warehouse. Ooh,
No,
we
you don't know where you're going.
Okay.
I'd bring a knife.
I'm not letting you guys bring weapons.
Ah.
Okay, now
'Cause
YouTube's being stupid.
Because I'm saying that you guys are essentially going thinking this is just some hoax that you just guys want to fuck around with. So it's like, other than flashlights, what would you bring with you that would maybe help in case things go like, say, a floor collapses, or a door is locked, or you get trapped inside, that sort of situation? But granted, if you're trapped inside,
I guess I'd go for a rope.
Yes, also, real
Rope.
quick, E, I'm hearing Sour through your mic now.
I don't know why. Hold
We're
on.
all hearing each other. It's fun.
That's great. Hello. I did hear myself through someone's mic for a second there.
Can't be mine.
I don't know whose.
And
Any?
granted, if I unplugged my earbuds, of course you'd hear.
That's Mallow again.
Yep.
Oh,
Hello.
he left.
I know.
Hello from
Also, we
the
need to move to
other
D&D recording.
side.
As I sit here by myself.
Recording.
Alright.
Is this any better?
Time
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
fast.
Again,
I already wrote my inventory down underneath me.
it's when Mallow was typing, it was coming through as the thing I noticed it the most. But again, who knows? Again, we're not professionals. Shit happens.
It's on my map. Here, let me squash that.
Also, apparently the link works, but it doesn't do the thumbnail like it used to, which is bull fucking shit.
No.
For straight.
I mean, granted, YouTube removed the ability to skip ads on browser now.
What?
Like, I'll sit there and I'll go to watch a YouTuber that I enjoy, and you know how they have ad rolls at the beginning or someone midway in the videos?
Kind
I'll
of.
get ads for like 30-second advertisements that usually you get to skip. You can't skip them anymore. So I'll get ads that are like 30 minutes to an hour long, and I can't skip them.
Huh.
Like, the only way I can skip them is if I went to YouTube on my phone to watch it. Because I hate how it's like, oh, movie trailer that's 20 minutes long. You have to sit and watch this whole thing, and we're not allowing you to skip it anymore.
Huh. Well, while you're angry at that, let's get to some spooky stuff, shall we?
So what era are we in? Like, what kind of phone? Like, how?
You're in the 1980s.
Okay.
Haha, no
So-
cell phones.
Nope.
Shit. All right. I'm ready to go. How about you guys?
I'm looking at. Hold on. Okay, my character might bring in. Are disposable film cameras a thing?
Yeah. the
Yeah, they're a
80s.
thing.
All
It's
right.
the 80s, so disposable cameras. I'm even gonna let you pick its color. Because those things come in so many colors.
It's fluorescent pink. It has to be fluorescent pink. It's the
No,
80s.
70s pink. 70s pink.
But the 70s were just last decade. They're so out, okay? Now get it right.
I'm a unicorn who literally makes myself pink. Fuck off.
They're the smart, strong one. They don't care about if it's in or not.
I'm ready to go when you guys are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
I'm out of 15, yeah.
I will say that Bert and Milbo have actually... Okay, so he wrote down the items he has.
Yes. And the bobby pins are in my hair.
Of course.
But yeah.
Zorn, you're gonna write down your items or nah?
Nah.
Okay.
Mick Alpine
Okay.
Fuzzywick needs no items.
Other than a flashlight, because...
Other than a flashlight, because I don't have dark vision. This is not the game that has dark vision.
Yeah, you get the flashlight.
You
It's
instead
fine.
have night goggles because you're weird.
No, I would have if I was smart and weird, I would have night goggles from my military father.
Yeah, I will say that to where we start off, all of you have essentially met up at your favorite diner. It is nearly 10 p.m. As all of you have all known each other since sophomore, so you're all classmates. But there is rumors that at the other end of town, that's fenced, there is an abandoned hospital where rumors have said that it's haunted by some. But they're very vague on it, and a lot of you just think it's some joke that the other kids at the high school are just trying to pull to scare people away from going there. Well, it seems that you've heard that other students have gone there, but nothing's happened. So you yourselves decided to have a little dare. If you're all going to spend essentially the night at the hospital, and the last person to remain there gets a free meal of their choice, no matter how expensive it is, from this diner. So it's more or less like you're all going there for like a little bit of a gag thing, like a little contest of sorts. So I will say all of you are currently sitting at a booth by a window, and you all have at least a drink that you get to choose what drink you ordered.
I have a vanilla milkshake.
Okay.
I have
How old are we?
High schoolers.
Well, you're in high school, so...
Yeah. Year 12, year 7, what?
What? 7 in high school?
Yeah, that's like the beginning of high school.
I guess in Australia.
Yeah, year 7, year 8, year 9, and year 10, and year 11, and 12 are all high school.
Oh, no, you're talking about grades. I thought you were talking about ages.
Yeah, I'm
No.
talking about ages. Usually there's like fucking...
I'm gonna say your limit is 18 to 29. Whatever you want.
29.
29 in high school.
that
I
is
mean-
heavily held back.
Yeah, it depends.
I think at that point, especially now, they would just drop you off into the military.
Yeah, at that point, but it's like, I'm just making it broad, so if you don't want to be a student, you could be a teacher.
Oh god.
I'd say
Yeah.
that I'm gonna be a...
That's why I'm making it like before the 30s, because it's like, if someone who wants to be a teacher, they could be a teacher. It's not like I'm gonna fucking force you not to.
I'll be 17.
Okay.
No, yeah, 18.
18. 18's
I've
the
just
lowest
started-
you can go.
Yeah, 18. I'm gonna be 18, and I'm gonna be having years. It was my birthday last week.
Okay.
Just like, yeah.
So how old are the rest of you?
I'll be 19.
You're 19. Mallow, how old are you?
I'm 21. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Zorn, how old are you?
I am 17.
17. The lowest you can go is 18.
Yeah.
Oh, the
so
lowest I
changed
can go
to
is 18? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you... Okay. I guess I will be 19 as well then.
Okie doke.
I'm the youngest.
I'm
Hell
old
yeah.
boy.
But what? So, Milbo got a vanilla milkshake. Who else got drinks?
I'm having myself one of my first beers, and I got one of you guys to buy it because I realized that it's not legal where you guys are. Still.
Yeah.
So.
Melba would have had to buy it. He's the only one that's legal. But back in the 80s,
Yeah.
shit didn't matter, so anybody could have bought it.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
okay.
So
So, yeah, no,
what's
I
your
bought
drink,
myself a
Zorn?
beer.
What's your drink, Zorn?
Water. Because why not?
Water.
It's the weirdest drink ever to actually staying hydrated.
Ew,
Mhm.
what's your drink?
You know what? I'm probably just going to have, I don't know, a tea.
Okay. But all of you get your drinks, and you're currently sitting at the booth, and essentially you're prepping for your long walk to the so-called haunted hospital.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can chat amongst yourselves, and when you guys are ready to leave, get up and go.
Yo, Milbo, give us a description of what you look like.
All right.
Yeah, everyone needs to describe what they look like.
I like how everybody keeps pointing at me to be the one to start.
You're the
You're
first
new
one in the-
here.
Yeah, you're the first one in the line. Let's go.
All right, sure. Well, I'm a brown-haired lad with a hat covering where my eyes should be. I wear a blue shirt, average jeans. Overall, just a very average guy with a little bit of facial hair and sucking
one thing I
his
forgot-
milkshake happily.
Yeah, the one thing I forgot to mention is Milbo talked to me beforehand. He wanted his character to be one of your guys' classmates, but he's taking essentially the grave shift at the diner. So this is why you guys come to this diner so much, because he works the grave shift here.
Fair enough.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
So-
Oh, then you're the one who got me my beer.
Yeah, he's the one who got you your beer.
Yeah, he's like, fine. You
Birch,
always.
what do you look like?
Thanks, Mick.
It's Mike.
Thanks, Mick.
Yeah, I would just say my character's done with everything.
Well, like all your characters.
Yes.
All
But
right.
what do you
well,
look like?
Yeah.
I
think
mean,
you just told us.
She's
Yeah.
asking you, Burnt.
Yeah.
Hmm?
She's
Next
asking
on
what
the
you
list,
look
what do
like.
you look like?
Oh, I thought you were still talking to Milbo. I'm just like,
No.
I said it. Yeah, no. I'm Elfie Flynn, and I am what you'd call a weird hybrid of an American and an Swedish person. You got me with my tan skin, bit of a slight gut, but I'm built like a motherfucking truck. I'm the youngest person here, and I'm probably the strongest person here. Cause
Are you a buff cheese puff?
I am a buff cheese puff who probably took horse steroids when I was young. Now,
Nice.
yeah, I am. I wear a checkered shirt, think lumberjack, but then my pants is just a straight up just short shorts, and I've got thighs for days.
I thought you were gonna say you have leotards, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah, nah, I'm not. An
He's
Irish
got a
person.
toga. He's got a fucking toga.
I am Keithran. How you doing? I am coming, Connor.
Get out here!
No, I'm Finn. I'm Elfie Finn here. It's great.
Ah, it's a furry.
And yeah, no, I have brown eyes, dark hair, a chiseled face, little thing, built like a truck, and I am about, say, 7 foot.
Okay. 7 foot.
He's Swedish.
I'm
What do you
the-
expect?
Yeah, I'm a 7 foot,
God.
18-year-old.
Oh, I guess I forgot my height too.
No, you
5
don't
foot
need
6.
a height. I don't care.
Okay,
This is just for
giant.
flavor, and what you think is important for your thing.
Your
And I just
character.
was like, yeah, no, I'm just a tall, buff motherfucker who's way too young for.
Yeah.
For anything.
Ew. What do you look like?
Well, I am about. What would I? I would be about, referring to the character that this woman's based off of. I am about 5'8", with a more of a slim figure than you would expect from someone who's. But you've seen me actually being able to lift a few things that I don't look like I should probably lift. My hair is currently up in a fishtail braid with and I'm currently wearing a bit of loose clothing and some shorts, like a loose t-shirt, some shorts, um,
Mhm.
with probably a watch on, if anything, and a bracelet. Um, kind of just, sitting down having a tea.
Having a tea.
Bourbon.
Okay.
Oh,
So
and
Zorn, what do you? Oh, what are you gonna say?
I was going to say I have green eyes and slight olive colored skin.
Okay, Zorn, what do you look like?
Hi, McAlpine here. He looks like your typical man. Not too big, not too slender. Just the right size build. He's got he's got a plaid shirt on with the two buttons open at the chest, revealing kind of a decently hairy chest, but not too hairy. It's black and coarse. He's got his sleeves rolled up to his shoulders. You see him reach into his pocket and actually pull out a pipe, which he immediately lights up and starts smoking. On his face is a full beard and mustache that comes down to a point in about almost the middle of his chin. His hair is kind of coiffed back a little bit. And everything. He's got piercing blue eyes, and the color is kind of a reddish brown kind of deal with the hair. And I mean, he's definitely a decent looking boy, but he's definitely got an air about him. It's like, should I be trusting him? Who knows?
Yeah. I will say, as you do pull out your pipe and light it to smoke it, a lady from the counter wearing a pink dress, she's wearing a hairnet and that typical white apron. She slams her hands on the counter, looks to you, and goes, "Hey, do that outside!"
It's the 80s. We can do it in here.
You can't do it in my establishment.
Not even lit.
What did I miss?
Just.
I pulled the Jordana.
Madonna's here. What's going on?
Okay, but
And just Mike
essentially-
comes in and says, "Please just listen to her. You don't need to cause any more disruptions here."
I'm not causing a disruption, man. I just bring out the pipe to chew on it. That's it,
I love it.
Well, good luck if you get kicked out then.
Then I get kicked out. The point being, it's a kind of a thing here.
Calm down. Swedish chef. I got to think of my accent real quick.
Elfie, why are you talking like that, huh?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I will say all of you.
Okay,
Are
yeah.
actually already seated at a booth by a window. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, chill out, Mick. It's fine.
and for the last time, I'm Mike. Whatever. All right.
Mick,
So
I'm saying it correctly, am I not?
no, you are not.
I don't
Can
know.
we
Hey,
just go
Sure,
on?
it's Mick. M-I-K-E.
it's a Mick to me.
Yeah.
Just Mike plants his face to the table and groans.
Mick some.
the table has a nice little rattle as the salt and pepper shakers on the other end of the table almost fall off.
Ugh.
Are we just gonna speak out and say stuff random, or are we gonna talk about our little deal here?
Well, I know I'm enjoying my glass of water.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my milkshake. Either way, we're going to the hotel tonight, right?
No, it's a
The
hospital.
hospital.
I thought it was a hospital, Mike.
Huh.
I guess you got so flustered you might have gotten lost track, considering that they are nearby each other.
It's true. It's true. Maybe you guys will need to go to the to the hospital after we're done if you get too scared.
Oh dear. Well, we'll see. For now, what is everybody's plans?
My plan is to walk over there, shine a light in, stay in there, and watch you scare the cats run. That's the plan.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm gonna stay much longer than any of you. I mean, there's no stupid terrors in there, I'm sure.
Sure.
Ah.
No, it's going to be me.
If any of you all try any funny business, I'll be the one getting proof of it all.
I mean,
Such a
there's
friend you
nothing else-
are.
There's nothing else in there, to be fair, so kind of need to. We're gonna make things interesting.
Oh, not
Yeah.
even not even good old boogeyman can get you there. Oh no, no.
What's the boogeyman?
The boogeyman. Oh, you want to know about the boogeyman, do you? He's
Oh,
made
don't
of
get
I've heard of
started
this
on the
boogeyman.
the boogeyman. He made of cloth, but he has little insects on the inside. And when he comes
Oh my god,
for
Nightmare
you,
Before Christmas, I love you.
quiet, you. It just came out this year.
Oh, that movie. Oh, yep.
Yes, not even he can get you.
Well, it wasn't that scary.
Sorry, my accent's changing too much here.
Actually, it doesn't
Yeah,
come out for
no,
another
losing
10
our
years.
accent.
It doesn't
Actually,
come out for another
Zorn,
10 years.
yeah, like, The Nightmare Before Christmas came out in 93, not 80s.
Look, I have a movie project I'm working on here.
You're Tim Burton.
It's a stage name I'm working on.
McAlpine Physiwick.
That doesn't roll off the tongue as well. I might go with Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
It's a stage
Tim
name
Burton
I
used to be
heard.
called Mick Alpine Fuzzywick, and he used Scottish.
And he had a friend called Dicey Riley.
No, it's
Who
me
ends up
rival.
playing,
She's a bitch. She
Who
made the
ends
ever popular Christmas Before Halloween movie.
Honestly, you are all reminding me about those gremlins. Oh boy.
All right, so we go into this
Damn it.
joint or what?
I mean, yeah, let's just go. I'd like to have my bottle. Maybe I can throw it and make it shatter and make it
Alfred, what the fuck happened to your accent?
I don't know, man! It keeps changing!
It's
There's
that
some
booze.
strange anomalies going.
It's that booze you're drinking.
Obviously, it's making me feel weird.
It's a fucking puberty.
Slams his helmet. I'm
Fucking-
actually fit there. It is. I'm back to my old Swedish chef. Okay, let's go.
Oh, harrigan.
Okay, so essentially all of you essentially get up and start going.
Yeah.
Yeah, what time is it right now?
Well, it's 10 p.m.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. So if that's the case. Yeah, we
the
go.
sun is already down and disappeared by now.
Okay, we'll do. Then
Yeah,
we do go along ahead.
Yeah, I will say it is maybe about, I'm gonna say a 30-minute walk from the diner all the way down to the hospital, so you're just going. But you do get there. There's a big, so essentially you come to a big barbed wire fence that essentially has a gate that is off the hinges and into the parking lot, but the parking lot is completely empty. But therefore, there before you is the big hospital. It's 2 stories high, but you've heard it has a basement.
Hmm.
What a weird little place we got here.
Yeah. Essentially,
Eh.
it's a big tannish colored, kind of very dirty-ish white, tannish beige color of a building. A lot of the windows are boarded up or broken in. Or apparently there's like the upper floor windows seem to also have bars on them as well. But on the front area where you can drive in, drop people off, or pick people up from, has big letters above the entrance of the hospital, above the big like cover, like the big hangover of that area. And a lot of the letters to the word hospital, or at least the Last Hope Hospital, a lot of those letters are on the ground or just completely missing. But a lot of them are still up there.
How many babies you think were born here?
Too many.
They've seen
Probably-
too much. Either way, we're gonna get in here or what? We can go through these barbed wires, I'm sure.
I mean,
Obviously.
And
You
it-
first, Alfie.
Of course. I'll go over and try and get in without getting himself cut up too much.
Are you going through the front door or the windows?
Front door, obviously.
Okay, I will say that as you approach the front entrance where those doors are, there's a rotating door in the middle of them, and then a few doors for handicap on the side on each side. So
I'm just gonna see if I can just push open the main door.
the rotating door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say you do push up against the glass, but as it starts to turn, it makes a rattling creak noise that fills the silence before it making a heavy thunk as it hits something that's wedged in the rotating door. And it looks like a gurney.
Fair enough. I'm gonna see if I can pry it free.
Okay, so make me a primary.
Primary, let's go.
Alright, fine.
oh, there's a
Yeah,
5 in
Ooh.
there.
Yeah, there's a 5 in there. God, what the fuck is wrong with my throat right now? I shouldn't have done that Jordana voice. Okay, but essentially, it takes a good amount, but with enough force of pushing it the other direction, you technically slap it out of the spinning door and into the main check-in area.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
Alright, guys, we got it. Let's go in.
neither is the reason we brought him.
Definitely. Either way, time to progress. He's gonna.
Do you always talk like that, Mick? I mean, you sound like you're in a game or something. Like, you're not even real.
Yeah, I'm definitely not real. Can you
And
tell?
that's not an outlook in life you should look at. You should look at the positives. We're graduating soon, having a good time in life, and hey, we're gonna go spend some time in a haunted, supposedly, hospital.
Yeah, indeed. Let's see what'll happen. I'm probably gonna win this. You can be certain.
You know,
Mike
you
just
see,
gives it.
stuff like that makes me think you're not alive. It really does.
Something.
He shrugs and just walks in like, "Hello, I am here, hospital."
Yeah,
As
I
you
will
guys are
say.
like walking towards it, Alfie's like pokes his head out and be like, "So because I've been in here longest already, does everyone? Are you too chicken to
No.
even join me?
There's the last one out, you dingus.
Yeah, you haven't even gone in yet.
So technically, you've lost by coming out then. So
I haven't come out.
you're sticking your head out.
Yeah, that's not coming out.
While
still
this
coming
is
out.
going on,
Unlike
Aurora's-
Aurora.
Aurora is actually looking if he actually paid attention to Aurora. Aurora's looking around, seeing if she's going to kind of just look around, seeing if anybody's following them.
Not really. I mean, it seems very barren at the moment. So there, like, the only thing seeming to be like your only source of light is those old like parking lot lamps between the dividers.
Yeah. Aurora's also going to turn on the flashlight, make sure that it works real quick before entering.
Yeah, it works.
Alright, yeah.
You
It's
put
just a
some
simple...
fresh batteries in it.
Yep. And it's just like, I wanted to make sure my flashlight had batteries and nobody was following us in.
Bless you.
Boneheads. And she'll lightly bonk whoever both... Yeah, she'll lightly bonk Alfie on the forehead with it. Not really doing anything, it's just like a light tap.
Light tap.
Like, dumb.
Yeah.
Well, I feel no Swedish again. Poof.
I will say then that essentially all of you do enter the main lobby of the hospital.
Sweet.
Whoa! All right, we're in, and let the timer. Yeah, let's just see who lasts
I will
longest.
say, as you walk in, the tile is very dirty. It's very like overgrownish. Like it seems the roots seem to be peeking through the cracks in the tiling. But around you, you can see that it is a like almost a fat L-shaped room. In front of you, there's a double door, and next to that double door is the essential check-in desk with a old like XP computer sitting there and a couple chairs.
Hmm.
And on to the far right of the room, you see a water fountain and a bunch of waiting chairs. And then on the far right wall there is a door that says bathrooms on it. And then far to the left there's another double door, and then another set of like six waiting chairs that are facing each other.
Hmm.
Huh.
Well, welcoming party. We have chairs.
Indeed.
Should we go deeper?
I'm going deeper. I need to find me some needles.
That's a very odd reason to go deeper.
Well, number one, the deeper part is for the needles. That's for them to do, but that's also for me to do some knitting. That's what I'm working on right now.
But haven't you ever met them?
Duly noted.
They're the weirdest of the bunch.
Let's just
What, you think-
progress.
You think my clothes? I bought these clothes? No, man, I made them. I made them myself.
Wait, you made your clothes?
Yeah. You think you get good fabric like this? I pull on my flannel shirt. You think you get good fabric over here like this? No, man. No, the old country. That's where it's from. Taught myself how to do that long time ago. Get you some needles, you'll be perfect.
Okay.
Fucking damn it, my ambience just fucking broke and it. God damn it.
Hope that- get better.
Yeah, my fucking thing, my fucking one ambience for this fucking hospital is frozen at 2 minutes.
Oh no.
I can
God
hear it.
damn
so.
it. I can't.
No, I got nothing. I got stuck
Yeah.
at 134.
Hmm.
God
well.
damn it. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna use the original starting music. But essentially, you have 3 doors ahead of you. One straight up north, one to the far right, which is a bathroom, and the other to the far left, which is another double door.
I'm going to the left.
Going to the left.
Yeah, to the double
Okay,
doors.
we'll say
follow.
you-
Aurora's gonna check the bathroom.
The bathrooms. Okay, so we're splitting up here.
Already splitting up, I see. And Mike will just stick with Aurora, like, maybe we should stick together just in case.
I was checking to see if there would be any extra things here that were in the bathrooms that might be able to help us that might have been left behind.
Like
Very
what?
well.
Hog roll?
He'll like
Yes,
lean
sorry.
down. Alfie will lean down to like Alpine and be like, "So where do you think we can start smashing windows to see if we can get
Why the fuck would we smash the windows?
to make them fucking panic? Do you not want to get into the top few?
Yeah, but legitimately.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah,
They're
I
not
will
going to
say
leave. This
that
place
all-
is a dead dump.
I will say, as you're all talking amongst yourselves and probably prepping to split apart from each other,
Again.
you hear a sudden thump on the rotating door.
We all look, probably. At least Mike is.
Scooby-Doo moment.
Yeah, as you look, you see Benny Bones walking the rotating door, holding his forehead.
Benny.
Mike, as he's rubbing his forehead, and then
Aurora.
behind him, Vic, Dicey, and Jarl follow suit.
Aurora, didn't you say that you were checking if no one was here? You're not doing a very good job.
I mean, Jarl speaks up. I mean, we heard you were gonna go at this abandoned hospital, so we thought we might as well join in.
And let me
Great.
guess, while we were prepping ourselves, checking all of our stuff that we brought, you went ahead and decided to meet us there and hide in the bushes.
Pretty much, Boney pipes in.
That's why I didn't see them. I checked the roads, not the bushes.
I think the
And
first
that's
thing you
where
need to
you
check is
checked
always.
wrong. And that's
Yeah.
Dicey said that.
Yeah, for once in my life, I'm fucking agreeing with Dicey here, and that's saying something. You gotta check the bushes first. That's the first rule of anything. Check the bush.
Yeah, check the bush and you're good.
Oh my
The,
god.
I
I
would
mean, I thought
expect at
4
least
was a
one,
crowd.
and I expected at least one of you to check as well after I was checking the road in case any cops showed up as well.
Mm, well, I
'Cause,
guess we're not that smart then.
I mean, if the cops turn up, I don't think they'd even want to set foot in here. Unless they really had to. I don't think any of us are holding firearms or explosives, are we? Jarl says.
And Mike, to ask you a question there, weren't you salutatorian, my friend?
Maybe. I don't know my accent anymore.
You're the second smartest. You're the second smartest kid in the class, mate. Why are you saying you're not smart? And Aurora there was valedictorian. She was fucking smarter than you.
She's smarter than me, okay? It makes me look dumb.
it's okay.
Don't worry, we're all a bit dumb, but I'm a little smarter than you, I think.
We're a little
Bullshit.
acorn-brained.
That I could see what you're for.
Kind of.
So let me guess. You all just brought flashlights as well, correct?
Pretty much. Don't see why we'd need anything else for this dingy place.
Aurora's gonna roll her eyes slightly and just go, I'm gonna check to see if there's anything useful in the bathrooms.
Okay. So
Mike will join.
Okay, so essentially it is Aurora and Mike who are going to the bathrooms. And then Mick Alpine and Alfie going to the left door.
Indeed, Elfie Finir.
Oh, okay, doke. So I'm gonna pair Benny and Dicey with Alfie and McPine, and then I'm gonna pair Jarl and Vic with Aurora and Mike.
Mike's the only male with in his group.
This is strangely awkward.
You are the hot one. Every girl wants to be with you.
You're also the one that's following the smart girl.
You don't know any reason why I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to roll a d4 and see who we go with first.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, low, we go with Mike and Aurora, and high, we go with Alfie and Mick Alpine.
Cause we high as a kite.
Hi, Alpine! Okie doke, so I would like Aurora and Milbo to mute. So both of you split away from the group and head towards the left door.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
What do we see?
It is, well, I will say, walking over to the left door, it is a big wooden double door, but the windows on the top part of the door are covered, so you cannot see into the other room.
Fuck it, let's just open it.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll try and open it.
I will say it opens fairly well, though one door is a little sticky, but the other opens fine. It just creaks super loudly, and you are exposed to a long hallway with doors lining it.
Got to find my needles.
I will say there's 6 doors, 2 on the right side of the hallway and 4 on the left side of the hallway. And then there's 1 door straight ahead of you on the end of the hallway.
I'll go to the closest door to me and I'll just try and open it.
Okay, the closest door to you is the first door on your left, and it opens. And inside is a traditional hospital room. It's got a bed with white coverings on it. It's got the essentially the accordion like underside to it essentially. And then you've got a side table and then a red velvet chair on the corner of the room. But this room looks kind of tidy for it being abandoned.
Fuzzy,
Hey,
you
Eh?
said this place is meant to be abandoned, right? Right? Yes.
aye.
This looks really clean.
If nobody touched it and they left it like that, I mean, who knows? Could be a thing, could not be. I'm gonna go down to that one at the end there.
Alright. I'm gonna go see if there's anything that I can smash in here. He's gonna
I'm
go
sure
look for
it'll
any,
find
medicine
something.
Bottles. I'm gonna go see if I
Okay,
can find
so-
any medicine bottles to smash.
Okay, I will say, Fuzzy, you go to the very end of the hall, and you can see that the hallway takes a sharp right turn, and there's another door at the end of the other end of the hallway, and 3 doors in front of you. One is a wooden door with like the metal plating on the bottom of the, and
Mhm.
it says it has a sign on the top of it that says stairs. The other 2 next to it have similar doors to the door that Alfie opened that went into bedrooms essentially. And then the door on the end of that hallway, if you were to take the right, is another double door, but the windows are covered.
Well, I gotta go see what the windows are covered for, so I'm heading that way.
Okay. So you head to that double door on the end of the hallway.
Yep. Cause no secret safe from McAlpine. No.
Okay. So what are you going to do with this door? Hold on.
Gotta open it. As the DM extraordinaire closes her menu and mutes herself, we take a moment to thank everyone for watching our stream, because without you folks, this stream is nothing. And we thank you very much, even though we have fun.
Indeed. And keep an eye out for us when we post videos. We
Aye.
post them whenever we post them.
Yes, which in the 1980s, YouTube has yet to be invented, so we are brand spanking new with all of this.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my dad decided to walk in to ask for what I wanted for dinner.
Okay.
What did
Okay,
you want?
Huh?
What do you want for dinner?
Homemade hamburgers?
Burnt.
What did I do?
We're playing a game.
But you go to that hallway, so you're going to attempt the door?
Aye.
Okay. It is locked. So, I mean, you grab it and you rattle the handle, but it seems to not budge. And I will say it doesn't take long that as you're rattling the door trying to open it, before you take a moment to step back and stare at the door, a weird red gunk starts to creep from the underside of the door.
Ah, fuck, I must have broken something over there. Shit. Okay, I'll step back. Step back.
Yeah, it doesn't go more than maybe like a couple inches away from the bottom of the door. And it doesn't smell good.
Oh god, I'm morbidly curious is the thing. I want to put my hand in it to see what it does as a weird, morbidly curious boy that I am.
Roll your risk factor.
With weird?
Yeah, with weird.
Alright, so here's the primary type. Ooh, okay, that's failures.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
a failure.
Well,
As
hold
you
on.
stick your
You said I have morbidly
Oh.
curious. Hold on. Which is
Yeah, you have morbid curiosity, which is your risk factor.
Yep. 5 out of 4, I succeed, actually.
That's a
Okay.
success.
I will say you
Woo!
stick your hand in it, and it is sticky, it is thick, it is chunky, it smells horrible.
The fuck?
It doesn't really seem to be doing much, but it's all coating your hand now.
Must have hit the blood bank or something over here. Just shake it off like. Ugh.
Yeah, with a quick flick, it just kind of flies off, though your hand is stained red.
Yeah. All right. Fuck it.
Yeah, it
Whatever.
smells like shit.
Ugh. Must have hit the blood bank like I said. All right. I head back to Alfie.
Okay, Elf.
Bottles to smash? What medicine bottles did I find?
No, you didn't find anything. You find a couple plastic pill bottles, but nothing glass.
He just grumbles, and he'll take one of the plastic pill bottles and take it out and be like, nothing to smash. I'm annoyed.
As you see, Fuzzy come around the corner.
Have you thought about just going through a wall?
He takes a moment to think. Now that's an idea. He looks back at, is there a wall that he could run at?
All these walls are covered in doors if you want to try and barrel through a door. Because I will say, as you
Yeah,
were checking
he'll do
doors,
it.
I will say though that as you were checking doors, 3 of the doors you were checking were unlocked. 3 of them are locked.
Hey. I got a door for you if you want to run through one. If you want to come over here, I'll point it to you. And I pointed to the one with the red glowing shit.
Yeah, alright, let's go. He'll hand you a pill bottle. I found this.
All
That's
right.
good. Haha. Yes, he's gonna charge and see if he can bash through.
Okay, strong
he
and
doesn't
too
know.
dumb to be scared.
He doesn't even know there's something to be scared about.
Well, then just strong then.
Primarily, let's go.
Oh no.
Ooh. I will say, you charge with all your might, and you smack against those double doors, and they splinter and they rattle, and the door handles pop off. But a foul odor is now emanating from that door.
Oh. Nope, that doesn't smell good. Alright. He just walks back and like, something's pressed up against that. I can't
And
get
then
through.
you hear a soft noise on the other side of the door.
Hmm?
See if this is the right one. Which one is it? There it is.
Fuck.
Oh.
The fuck was that?
I don't know, but it smells bad.
The door rattles even more.
Oh god. Is that one of the other people? Oh, god damn it.
The red pustules on the door seem to emit a mild smoke.
Fuck!
Um,
That music came in loud. That
I'm
scared me.
sorry.
No, that was my end. That scared me. No, you're fine.
what the hell?
As essentially the door starts to peel into the hallway and soon fall off the hinges as a odd spectral upside down cow floats out through the door. It's upside down, its long horns scraping against tile, its eyes peeled open and exposing bright red irises. Its legs are seeming to be up, doing like the legs up in the air, but they're snapped at the elbows and bent down by the sides. It's exposed large teeth, and at the other end of it is a floating eyeball, the eyelids laced in fangs, as it stares, as a thick sludge is pouring from the iris in the middle of that floating eye that seems to connect to this bovine creature as it stares.
Alright, so
Bessie?
was this place used as like a movie thing? Because I swear I've seen something like this before. Like one of those
I
weird horror
don't
movie
know,
things.
but back up a bit there, Alfie. That doesn't look good.
It
It lets out a low groan, like a moan mixed with a, as its mouth, like, usually cow's mouth only opens a little bit. It's got like a dog style mouth. As it opens, its like cheeks split and expose more fangs. As it opens its mouth as wide as it can to moo at you.
Alfie?
Yeah.
Goodbye,
What?
and I just start walking the other way really quick.
You're gonna be the first to back out? Oh, come on. He's gonna pull out one of the rocks in his bag and chuck it at it. Like, there's nothing to be afraid of.
You make me a too dumb to be scared.
You gotta, and with that, sorry, he's gotta roll a primary roll before that. It basically it's
Yeah.
an add-on, so.
Yeah, essentially. Go for it.
Would you say this is weird? Nah, it wouldn't be weird. It's me being dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, strong and
Yeah.
too dumb to be scared.
So primary.
Mm-hmm.
Strong and too dumb to be scared. Let's go.
Okay.
Risk. I think that's the one.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you hurled a stone at it. It hits it in the snout and bounces to the tiles as it lets out another curdling towards you before essentially starting to blink and soon disappears. But only its irises remain floating there as it starts moving towards you. Blinking in and out of existence.
That smoke must have had some hallucinogenic shit. He's just gonna turn around and head back towards where Alfie is unfazed by it. It's like,
You're fucking
Alfie.
Alfie.
Alpine.
I'm walking back to the rest of the group, just kind of like doing that, like quick, like, okay, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, Alpine. Where the hell did you go?
Yeah, I will say Benny and Dicey just go, what are you? And they turn and they see Alfie walking down the hallway as you leave, Alpine, and they both shriek at that thing as they're just, Benny's like, what the fuck is that thing?
I don't know. It's nothing to be scared about.
Nothing to be scared about.
Yeah.
That
Looks
thing's
back and he
fading
gets
in
like
and
a-
out of the disc. That thing's
He's just
fading
gonna-
in and out of fucking reality.
Yeah, no, he's too dumb to be scared, and he threw a rock at it and hasn't done anything. And he's just assuming that the smoke that happened was hallucinogenic. So, it's just he just
Yeah.
thinks he's high right now. It's like, it's
Yeah.
fine.
So you're just walking at this point.
Yeah, he's walking, and he's just gonna look back and be like, that's fine. Look, no.
Make me another too dumb to be scared as the thing essentially comes after you.
I'll do weird and too dumb to be scared because he's moving. At a
Yeah,
creature
weird
that's
and too
attack.
dumb to be scared.
6.
6.
6.
6.
Yes.
I will say
How?
that even if you're at your leisurely walking pace, it essentially snaps its neck in such an angle and reappears as it's about to chomp on you before essentially Benny throws his flashlight at it and it turns towards him while you essentially leave and it attacks Benny. So Milbo, your rival is dead.
Well.
Wait,
that-
hold up.
Wait, Sour, that
Uh,
doesn't happen till we fail checks.
That doesn't
Yeah.
happen till you fail checks? Okay, then never
Yeah,
mind.
no, because you'll
No.
see, like, you're, like, for Smart and Strong, he gets scared first, your rival dies second. So, for
Okay.
Melbo,
And,
his...
He has to do that.
He has to fail. Okay.
Yeah,
then
he has to
never
fail.
Mind then. But it then just sort of faces
It's-
towards Benny.
Yep.
And
And
just mooing at it.
they all just flee at that point, shutting the door behind you.
Okay.
I don't know what you're scared about. It's fine.
Do we want to go back to the other two, Sour, or no?
Yeah, you guys are currently we'll go to the other two as you guys are in there. So, Aurora and Mike,
Yes.
you have gone through bathroom door and you are in a small hallway. In front of you is a set of is a
Mhm.
set of drinking fountains, two next to each other, and then you've got two other hallways on the end of that hallway from the water fountain that essentially have signs on the walls that are pointing to essentially to the left is the women's bathroom and to the right is the men's.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And I'm presuming the fountains are not flowing with anything.
No. The
Okay.
piping underneath them is damaged and one is actually fallen off.
Okay, so it's a broken fountain. Got you.
They're broken.
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 Anyways. Well.
What
Hmm?
are you ladies gonna go in the woman's restroom?
And
I
leave you.
mean, huh?
And it's just like, and you want to go into the male's bathroom alone?
That's he honestly says there. I kinda don't want to split up, but I feel awkward going in the ladies' bathroom, even though this is a pretty.
I mean,
place.
Vic chimes in, essentially just going, I mean, there's no one here other than us. And this place is probably doesn't even have working plumbing or people even coming in and out to use this bathroom. So what does it matter?
That's
Very true. Very well. I guess I can go in the ladies' room without much of a bother. he just feels kind of awkward through this all, so he's kind of walks over. Is like, ladies first. Anyway,
That's up for you, Vic. That's up for you, Aurora, sorry.
she'll give us soft nod and state, "Don't worry, we'll check out the male's bathroom afterwards. I just want to see on how damaged this thing was, or if there was any emergency exits in case somebody decides to try and get in, or if the alarms are still working."
very well. Let's just stick together. I don't feel very comfortable being in this place alone.
That's fair. She says as she walks in and looks around with her flashlight.
Okay, so you're in the women's bathroom.
Yes.
In the
I
women's bathroom, essentially, you see a trash bin on the far corner of the room, and you see the traditional 5 stalls, the 4 smaller stalls and the 1 big one, and then on the wall is the sinks. But the sinks and the mirror are in poor condition, but the mirror is still slightly intact. It is horribly cracked, but you can still see your reflections in it.
Okay. Any emergency exits or anything like that here?
No, this is a completely sealed in bathroom.
Okay. Just kind of looks around the place, then if anything kind of, look tries to take a look around if there's anything that seems a bit out of place here.
It just kind of seems like a normal woman's bathroom. I mean, you could dig through the trash can if you wanted to.
I had to get my hand. Just taking a peek in there. Is it full of stuff or is it kind of empty?
It is kind of empty. The only thing in there was like probably really old fucking candy wrappers and maybe a couple scrap cloths in there too.
Mm.
like Faustin's like, everything fine in here?
Yeah, everything seems normal in here considering how old this place is. Oh well. Time for one that you're a bit more comfortable with.
Oh.
Vic and Jarl start fucking giggling.
he gives a groan. Why am I being embarrassed here? Alright. Very well. Though out of curiosity, Mike does go to the faucets and is like, Wonder if these still run water. He,
You're gonna pull a faucet?
yeah, he's gonna see if anything happens.
Yeah, you twist the faucet, it makes a squeak, but nothing comes out. I mean, it makes a weird,
Eh.
like, the pipe seems to make a weird groan in the walls, but nothing seems to be happening.
Maybe it's just the fact that the plumbing's turned off. The fountains weren't working either.
Very well. It was just a thought,
Huh,
and I was curious.
no, that's a fair enough assumption. Didn't think of that at first.
Very well. It seems like there's nothing too big in here. Let's just move along.
Yep, to the mails.
Yeah, and I guess Mike goes.
I will say, as you're walking by the dual water fountains once more, and you head into the hallway that leads into the male bathroom, there is a smear of blood across the tiles.
Into the bathroom?
Into the bathroom.
Mike instantly wide eyes is like, was that there before?
I'll admit I was paying more attention to the fountains than the bathroom entrances.
He shudders. This.
Do you want me to go first?
I'll go first this time.
If you're startled, I'm willing to go first. She'll place a light hand on his shoulder, trying to comfort him.
He like holds it firmly and says, "How about we just go together? Would that work?"
Okay.
And I guess they both go together. Yay!
Yeah, I will say that as you walk in and you turn the corner, I will say, similar to the last bathroom, there is a trash can on the corner of the room. But as you walk in, the smear of blood thickens as it is essentially two trails. There are 4 stalls and 3 urinals. One blood smear leads to the last stall, and a blood smear leads, and blood is covering one of the 3 urinals.
Is it the far end urinal or the closest
Far
urinal?
end urinal, far end stall.
Okay, I wanted to get that image in my head correctly. So it's kind of making almost like a Y shape, with like a really distorted Y.
A really bent Y, like they're like the urinals and the stalls are on the same wall. So
Oh, okay, so it's more like an F or something like that. From
yeah,
our
kind
angle.
of a really fucked up lowercase f.
Yep, okay.
That's. I question how all of this blood happens.
I mean, that is definitely a lot of blood.
Are we both gonna look in there?
If you wish. I'm kind of concerned of what caused that, but actually, looking at it with the flashlight, does this blood look dried or fresh?
It is a little dried.
A little dried.
A little dried. Like it is still moist looking, but it is dried at the edges.
Meaning, if I were to, as an example, take my foot, and she'll actually do this, she'll take a foot and kind of rub it along the trail a little bit with her shoe, kind of like seeing if it still leaves a trail.
Yeah, it leaves a trail. A very minor trail, because it's still slightly dry, but it does smear.
This isn't that too long ago.
It seems to be. Is Jarl walks a little further in and essentially is looking at the stall in the urinal. Ugh.
Are you sure you should look that close into there?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's something in here.
Wouldn't be too bad of an idea to check what's going on.
I
Very
will. Yeah, I will say Jarl does poke the first 3 stalls, and they open fine.
As Aurora is going to ready her camera, kind of let it click a couple of times. All right, if you're gonna open up that last one, I want to take a picture of whatever comes out of it. So, what out of it as quick as possible.
I guess Mike flashes his flashlight on it. Everybody
Okay.
can look. Like,
Jarl nervously goes towards the one with the smear going under the door, and she goes to open it. It is locked. So she tries her might to essentially try to open it before looking at you and going, "It's locked. It seems to be latched on the other side." Vic's gonna lightly, like, nervously crouch down and peer under the gap in the stall, and it doesn't look like there's anything there. It seems to be a toilet. The toilet's kind of dripping in blood.
Dripping.
Like, it's running down the sides from under the seat.
that's not a good sign.
No body or anything that you can see?
I don't see anything. Nothing. No legs. No nothing. But it's just the toilet. I mean, maybe there's something in the toilet. She says nervously.
Oh boy.
Is this going to be a scene where we see a bunch of dead bodies inside a toilet? This is the worst.
That sounds like a horror movie in a nutshell.
Uh-huh.
I won't be surprised if we are in
Aurora's going to hand Vic the camera. It's like, you know how to work these things?
Sure. She takes it.
Aurora's going to just kind of stretch for a moment, and I'm going to make a strong check to try and push the door.
Okay.
Be
Roll
careful.
your secondary. Ooh.
Double sixes.
Yeah, I will say you essentially body slam that thing with your shoulder as hard as you can, and it pops the latch on the inside of the door and it swings open.
And what do we see?
Inside the stall, the walls have splatter smears all over both inside of the walls, and the toilet, as Vic described, is overflowing from under the seat and dripping a little bit in blood, and there's a hand floating in it. Oh, Vic is gonna nervously kick the camera.
Say,
Are you gonna take a picture of that?
Yeah, I just said she clicked the camera.
Oh, hey, I didn't hear you say that. It's like,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
well, if anything, this will be proof that we're not the only ones here, considering the blood is still fresh. That's
okay, well, if this is the case, we're seeing someone, well, the remains of someone, pulled into a toilet and freaking decimated them into a pile of bloody mash. This is not normal, and okay, I'm now kind of worried for Alpine.
I'm more or less concerned. I'm more or less concerned as to what happened to the urinal. I mean, there's no parts here, but there's just blood coating the entire thing.
looking at the blood. Does it seem that something is written along the walls or anything?
No, it's just splatters. I mean, there's a handprint, but there's nothing writing-wise.
Does the handprint indicate that there might have been a struggle if this was more so of like smear handprint, or is this kind of like a handprint of somebody who's trying to make sure that they can shove this entire thing in here?
Smear handprint.
Okay. So struggle handprint. Got this. Okay. Well, whatever did this didn't leave any prints that I can see.
feel like we should get out of here, Aurora. And
I
then
second that motion.
I agree.
out. What if the murderer is still in here? That's my main worry. It's still dripping. Let's get out,
Yep.
and let's probably
there any
find out.
towels? Are there any towels like in the towel thing that is still there?
Like in the toilet paper
Like either toilet paper or around the sink.
or around the sink. I will say that the sink in this bathroom is gone. There's only a mirror.
Okay. Do I
But
see
there is no toilet paper.
toilet paper or like paper towels or something like that?
Yeah, there's neither of those. Hold on one moment.
As we sit here waiting, everyone, again, we'd like to thank you for watching the stream and having fun on Spooky October. Sorry this
Yes.
wasn't yesterday, but we had a little bit of problems with everyone being here, so we moved it to today. So that is why we are doing this.
Yes.
Indeed. But hey, you live and you learn and you
Mhm.
adjust and adapt.
Exactly.
Like we probably won't.
No, because we're stupid and we're in a 1980s horror movie. Of course we won't adapt and survive.
Heck yeah.
Exactly.
Look at us. We're practically gonna all die together.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know
I-
about you guys, but I might be trying to live to my character and what they're doing. So,
We're
I'm just
trying to do that.
a very terrified boy. Please help.
which is funny because you have
I mean-
something to prove as
Yeah,
your
you
character.
have to not be the scared one.
If anything, I'm supposed to be the more scared one.
Yeah, you guys have swapped roles, really.
Which,
I
This
see blood. I get fright.
Yeah, well,
And I love how
You're
we're
the hot
just
one.
walking away from an upside down cow.
I mean, I'm too dumb to be scared, so that makes sense for me. But like,
I can't believe your rolls
succeeded
worked
all
out.
these. Right? It's because I rolled 4 or 3 ones earlier. I got all that bad luck out of me.
Oh my god.
either that or it's the Friday night rolls.
Yeah. It's Friday, Friday, Friday.
It's Freaky Friday.
I hope everything's okay on Sour's end.
Same. Considering I don't know what the hell is going on here.
No kidding. Eddie. I hope everything's okay. So, I mean, we're taking a little bit of an intermission here. So, honestly, guys, if you need to use the potty or something right now, now would be the time, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I just had a cider and a shot right now, so I'm
Eh.
good.
I'm on to my second glass of vodka and Sprite tonight, so let's just have some fun.
I was looking for some gin and honey whiskey, but we didn't have not gin, honey whiskey and ginger ale.
There
and,
you go.
And
Welcome to the
but we don't
podcast.
have any ginger ale. And then I was like,
I'm back.
Jack and Coke?
Welcome
We
back.
don't have Jack.
All right, Sour's back. So your break's over, guys. Let's go.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yay.
my dad finished making food.
Oh, good. Well,
Feast on the corpses of the innocent.
Mm-hmm.
gonna feast on our
I'm
corpses
eating
later.
my monster.
Might I ask if it's
Oh.
a hand burger?
No, it's the ghost bovine.
Ooh.
Okay, so where are you up to now? You're leaving?
We're leaving the bathrooms and going off towards where the
Alpine and Alfie, where I'm pretty sure we want to warn. So,
Yeah, I will say as all 4 of you enter the main room at the exact same time, Alfie, Ben, Dicey, and Alpine come essentially running into the main room at the same time. Benny quickly slamming the door behind them, and all of them except for Alfie are out of breath.
I don't understand
Okay.
why you guys are running. It's not that scary.
Right,
But what
upside
did
down,
you-
upside down cow that's bleeding. Yes, of course. Nobody's scared.
Upside down. Upside down cow that's bleeding.
Yeah, it was cool. It went invisible.
Well, we found a hand in the bloody toilet, so that's amazing.
really?
And
No?
here's the
Stop.
concerning issue. The blood was still semi-fresh. As she gestures, and I'm sure there are slight footprints from
yeah,
her
you
shoe.
got a little bit of footprints on your shoes.
You might want to clean that.
I tried. All the towels and all the paper towels and toilet paper are gone.
Right,
Well,
well,
If you're trying to scare us, you're not doing a very good job.
We are not scaring. I think this is serious, Alfie.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't think
They're
any
trying
of
to
us are
win.
pulling each other's legs. That thing tried to eat me.
Mm-hmm.
Then why didn't it?
I mean, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I heard banging at the end of the hallway, and then they rounded the corner, and Alfie was just calmly walking away from this thing, this cow thing. It was blinking in and out of existence.
Are you sure it wasn't Alfie trying to play a prank on people again?
I don't think Alfie's
I
that smart
trust
to rig up something like that shit.
I am so. I just
Right.
hadn't thought of it sooner.
This could Mike actually looks at the door, like the door that they went through to get inside. He kind of wants to push it, see if there is any way to go through it still, just in case.
Yeah, you push it and it creaks open. The hallway is empty.
Huh. Well, I mean, we could leave. I mean, I think the wise decision is to leave. I don't know about all of you.
And lose the bet?
Hey.
No. You don't want to leave, then I'll leave last. Because then I'll win.
And then you'll die, I
I
believe.
won't die. Fine. You guys are just trying to be scary.
Right, have you
There's
ever...
We saw a mushy pile of blood inside the bathroom. I
All
think
right.
there's some more concern.
Alright, I'm gonna go... Let me go take a look at this. Just, you fucking... Ay.
You want me to point it out for you?
No, I can find bloody handprints. Give me a minute and I go into the bathroom.
Okay, so you go into the bathroom. Are you going to the girls or the men's?
I'm gonna follow because I'm curious.
Gotta go where their bloody footprints lead from.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go into the men's and you see the same sight that they did. A large smear going from the entrance to a urinal that is caked in blood and into a stall that it has a toilet that is essentially overflowing with blood with a hand floating in it.
Is it a prosthetic hand? He's gonna just reach in and grab it, see if it's trouble. Give it a handshake.
Ew.
He's gonna give it a handshake.
Yeah,
Now you
you
gotta go.
are one messed
Mick-
up person now.
He's weird.
Make a weird risk factor.
A weird risk factor, sure.
Too dumb to be scared.
Too dumb to be scared.
Oh,
That's one. That's. Yes.
You reach in and you pulled his hand out. It's
Give it a
caked.
handshake.
You pull it out. It's sticky. It's dripping. It's a severed hand, literally, and it feels real. Like it feels like a real hand, and because it's been floating in water for a while, it's pruny.
He just holds and it's like. They definitely put some effort into. They definitely put some effort into making it feel real. He, like,
Because
switches
it
a little
is
bit.
real, you idiot.
Hunger!
Oh,
Ew! Yeah, Vic screaks at the hand being essentially flung around by Alfie. Ah!
Get-
I'm not one to enjoy.
But-
I'm not one that's not. I'm not one who's squeamish around blood, but I don't enjoy using it as paint or makeup. as she is backing up as I'm assuming Alfie is kind of flailing the arm around like it's a toy.
Yeah. He puts it back eventually, but like he does that, like pretends to
I
hold the
don't-
sword and then puts it back down. It's like it's fake. I don't believe it.
I wonder if the cow's
made
fake
it-
too. All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back through the doors to look at the cow thing that was supposedly there to see if it's still there.
Yeah.
Because if that's, I mean, if he can pick up the hand, the cow thing's gotta be not real.
Yeah, okay, so you go back to that door that you...
Yep.
Well, Mike left it open, but the hallway's empty.
Huh.
Here's a question: out of you said there were 3 ways that we could have gone through originally, right?
3 ways?
There was the
Yeah, 3
bathroom.
ways. There's the bathroom, the hallway with the hospital beds, and then there's one that seems to be next to the desk.
Which one? The one that was next to the desk is the one that we didn't go down, correct?
Yes.
That I was assuming was closed at the beginning, correct?
Yes, it is closed.
And it is closed now.
It is still closed.
Okay.
And like the rest of the double doors, the windows are
Are boarded or covered?
bordered.
Okay.
Sorry,
So yeah, no, you cut out there. Ah,
I'm eating.
it's okay. Aurora's going to. Is there a keyhole?
Nope. One of the doors is missing a handle, though.
On the one that's behind the desk that we didn't go to.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a place I can look? Is the handle missing? I can look through it, like where the handle was.
Yeah, there's a hole there.
She's gonna kind of look through the hole and see what's through the door hole.
How about you roll me a smart?
All right,
Just roll me your primary.
I'm rolling a primary. Hold on, I think I still pass. Do
Yep.
I?
Yeah,
Yep.
you got a 6, so
Yeah.
you're good.
Primary,
Yeah,
you're
you're
fine.
good.
What you get, as long as you get a 5 or 6 in the normal rolls, or is it 4, 5, 6?
Nope, it's 5 and 6 in the normal
Yeah.
rolls. For primary and secondary, if he gets anything with the risk factor, aka the regular risk factor, or if you have to roll a red die automatically when we get to a certain level of failures, then it becomes a problem kind of deal.
Yeah, because then if you roll a 1, no matter what you rolled, no matter if you've got like all of 6s, if you roll a 1 on your risk factor, you automatically fail.
Yep.
Okay. So I succeed.
Yeah, you're fine.
Mm-hmm. I will say, though, that as you're peering through the small handle hole, you're peering into a dark room. Very dark. But there's a light bulb dangling from the ceiling and it's flickering, but there's something forced up against the double doors, holding it in place.
Okay, so does it all of a sudden force itself against the double doors, or was it there at the beginning?
It's there at the beginning. It looks like a gurney.
Huh. Well, whatever. This place really used there was a lot of gurneys here. There's a hospital.
I mean, that just makes sense.
But it's being used to hold this door in place.
Oh,
There is a light-
Alfie.
There's also a bit of a flickering light bulb in there, meaning that there is some power here.
Oh, now you got my curiosity spiked there, lassie. All right, Alfie, you want to charge that
Yeah.
door for us?
Sure. Let's go. Okay, we'll charge the door.
There you go. You know what to roll.
And she is going to step back and just go, have fun.
Strong. Let's go. 6. Let's break it open.
Okay, well, with the force of your body, you pulverize through the doors. You send the doors flying open, and the gurney that was primarily pressed up against the right door goes slamming into the wall. it breaks through the old plating covering of the wall. It makes a hole, but you are now in this room.
It gives a bit of flex to show off, like, yeah.
Yeah, this room is a big room. It's got it's another like side check-in room where it's got more waiting chairs in it, and then on the end there's a wall that has like a window cut in it, or essentially people just sit on the other side of it to take your paperwork or something like that.
Yeah. And as he does that, Fuzzy leans over to Mike and just goes, "I know we brought him for a reason here for something."
Yep, definitely. But I think I know who's gonna die first.
Why are you going to die? Seriously, there's nothing.
It didn't mean me.
We've seen a couple of parlor tricks here. Wow, there was a hand with fake blood in the toilet. There was some fancy whatever cow over there. It's gone now. Seriously, there's nothing here. Someone trying to play a prank on us.
Oh, I so can't wait for you to regret those words.
When that happens, then you can tell me to my face. But for right now, you're being kind of a crybaby.
Or somebody who's really, really not wanting to get pulled by his own pranks.
Mike just glares at you. It's like, what? Are you kidding me? No.
You were
No.
the one who decided to offer this deal to us, so maybe it was him.
These aren't from me. I mean it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying I haven't seen proof that it isn't you, and some of the way you phrased a few things made me question that it might be you.
I did not plan for any of this to happen. I'm a nervous wreck with these kind of things. And would I try to cheat on this? No, I would not.
You're right. That's more of
But
Alfie's.
that girl. Hey, I've never cheated.
All right. While this is going on, after saying my piece, can I go investigate the light bulb as I just pull the handle on it? See what happens.
The string from the light bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull it. It pops.
Yep. That was anticlimactic.
Good job.
And loud.
Wasn't that loud? It was
Anyone
just
else
a.
is loud?
It was just a pop.
Are there any windows in here?
Hmm.
Are there any windows in here?
Nope.
Okay.
And I'll just say Mike hides behind him. Look, I please hold me.
Who are you asking to hold you?
He said Aurora.
I might be strong, but I'm not strong enough to hold a man in my arms the entire time.
I didn't mean literally.
You're the oldest
Hey.
here. Grow some balls, man.
Okay. At least I have a better mindset here. I know what to fear.
But I will say that as the light bulb does pop, that familiar smells to kind of emanate.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. He threw another stink bomb at me. I get the trick that's going on here.
Oh, that smell.
Yeah, that's what we smelled before that big creature showed up, and I just laughed. I
Wait.
think it's him trying to make it look bad.
It
I did
smells
not.
worse than the toilets.
What did you
Let
say
me
this
guess.
thing was again?
Let
An
me guess,
upside
it's
down
gonna come
cow.
through that wall right there. No. Good job, Mike.
Make me a strong, too dumb to be scared.
Strong.
Weird, don't you
Too
mean?
dumb to be scared.
Yeah, weird and too dumb to be scared of anything.
Mm-hmm.
That and that.
Oh my god.
See?
What the hell? That was a
You're
mirror.
fine. Yeah, you just fucking boo at the wall. I mean, the smell's still there, but nothing happens.
I want to find out where that smell's coming from.
Mm.
Don't
I will
do
say
it,
that if
Elfie.
you make me a morbid curiosity.
So would that fall? I'm
Weird.
guessing that would fall under weird, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not good. Whoops, wrong
No.
thing. That's secondary. I don't want it secondary. I wanted risk. My bad. My bad.
Risk.
I fail.
You fail.
Oh, no. The first
As-
failure.
As you drift towards the smell, which is essentially seeming to be stationed behind the other desk in this room, you all hear Dicey scream.
Oh fuck!
Hmm?
As you all whip around, see this flickering bovine creature essentially
There it is.
slip from the wall, and it's got its jaws around Dicey's arm and then rips her into the wall.
I get sour.
You
Uh-huh.
shut
No, you
somebody
need to-
out, not.
You need to read these sorts of things out.
Yeah,
What?
I
It's
shut
an order.
I shut someone out first. Then my rival disappears.
Oh, it's in order?
Yes.
It's in
Yes.
order. I didn't
It's
read
in
that
order.
part. That wasn't listed.
It is in order.
I was given a snippet of the thing.
It's
I wasn't
okay.
given the entire thing.
It's okay.
You
It's
weren't
okay.
the entire thing.
So what you can say then is okay. She gets ripped into the wall, but Alfie pulls her out at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially, it grabs her by the arm and tries to yank her into the wall, but Alfie saves her.
I grab her and be
There you
like, ah. I look over the neck and be like,
Okay, because I will say when I got the sheet, it didn't say it had to be in order because I don't think I got that part.
Nope.
Yeah, no,
It goes in order. That's why
Okay.
why the strong guy always gets hurt first, and then he's like basically rolling a red every time, kind of deal.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah,
It's alright.
'cause I didn't see that part.
it's okay. It's okay.
alright,
Yeah,
so
but it's
I grab her.
Yeah, you grab her and you pull her free. Her arm is horribly wounded as this floating cow thing is essentially hanging here.
Yeah.
All right,
I
I
Mick.
wouldn't make a thing that would murder
Mick,
us.
shut the fuck up. All right, we understand that you're having a laugh at us, okay? We understand that you are trying to scare us with us inviting us here and playing these fucking pranks. But you know what? That's going too far. Actually, laying hands on someone, that's a little too far.
Yeah, look at her
Yeah,
arm.
as
I could actually bit her.
I will say that blood is pouring from Dicey's arm.
I'm going to state this. Mike was next to me the entire time. He couldn't have grabbed it.
He just waves, hi? That thing's terrifying. I
I'm
can
sorry, I've seen
prove
it.
to you that
Look,
when
I
this
know there's
happens-
some fancy computer bullshit that's coming up in the pipelines of some random movie company or something. There's to talk about the Matrix or something. I don't fucking know what it is anymore, but I know
just-
he's
You
smart
both in
enough.
on this stuff or something. Is that what's going on here? Are you both in on this?
No.
Well, you're both the smart ones. Maybe you can design some sort of contraption.
While they are arguing, Mike actually keeps a far distance. Like he came.
Yeah, like I
20
will
feet
say
away
this
from that
cow,
beast.
this cow is still floating in this room, flickering in and out of distance before vanishing.
I look at it and go like, "Shoo!" Before, like, as it vanishes, it's like, "Shoo!" Well, yeah, you already got my, yeah.
I would say
Eh.
we're too dumb to be scared.
Yeah, make a roll.
Sure.
Does he finally fail? We'll have to
Find
see.
out. We'll find out.
Secondary. 1 and 3, 2. Nope, I still succeed.
The fuck?
My fucking god.
This is the exact opposite of what happened last week. Oh my god.
2 weeks ago,
I
yeah.
love- Oh yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Essentially, as you're yelling at it, it seems to just kind of ripped away, but it seems to still be in the room.
Oh boy. Was it looking towards anybody in particular when it was leaving?
It was just kind of staring in all your general direction, but bearing.
Nobody in particular.
Mm-mm.
Oh lord. Oh. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord.
I say all of you should run. You
Why?
You can
idiots.
run if you want.
Why, so you can win? Yeah, hell no.
Yeah, I know you like those big, beefy meat patties at that inn.
Oh, shut up. This is for life.
Yeah.
Just
Really,
Just
because
say
you...
it.
Be the
No,
first one to leave. If everyone
right,
else leaves, then fine, I'll be happy to leave with you. After I win.
Was it? Is it nearby the door?
It's invisible.
Well, when it went invisible,
Yes, it was by the door when it went invisible. It came through the
it came through the wall to the door towards the front entrance.
wall that Alfie punched a hole.
Okay. She is going to try and slowly move away from where it last was,
Okay.
and just kind of look around, try not to make any sudden movements.
yeah. Honestly, Mike is just keeping his distance. Like, just hopes not. It just goes away. Please go away.
Looking, you said there were counters here.
Yeah, there's a counter with a door that seems to lead to it.
Looking at the like behind the counters, do I see anything in the room with the flashlight?
Lots of scrap papers.
Anything that seems like a note?
No, but you do find. Well, actually, make me a smart roll.
Okay. Five.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Those are close.
I got a
That's
5.
close. Yeah, I will say as you're looking over. Notes. You do find a sticky note that has something scrawled in it. Scrawled on it in red ink. And it says, "You can't leave."
She's gonna look at the rest of the group. I think we're stuck in here.
What?
Oh shit.
Alfie,
Mike,
will you just punch that thing
yeah.
already?
I think
Alfie,
we're stuck
no.
I think we're stuck in here. She is going to. I'm going to try and enter the room where the note was and see if I can find any more notes.
Mike actually firstly tries to run. Actually, out to the door is like, look, we should get out. I'm leaving. Or do any of you want to leave first?
Yeah, of course she'd ask that.
I care much about all of you. It's very hard to with all of you being a bunch of jerks to me.
I mean, you're the one who's making all this elaborate plan to get us to give you a free meal.
Go ahead and try. I don't think we're going to be able to get out of here.
He worries on what happens, but in the meantime, is Dicey still alive?
Yeah, Dicey's alive, but she's bleeding.
How did Melbo fail a roll?
Yeah, when did that happen?
Oh, he didn't fail a roll. I was just thinking that he was being mean.
No, we only get
Yeah,
those if we
no.
fail. That's why I've kind of shut him out a little.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
okay.
gets mean when that happens.
Yeah.
Which makes.
Okay.
And then he kisses someone he shouldn't. Then
Yeah.
the rival disappears. Then he gets hurt. Then rival returns, and then he becomes corrupt.
Yep.
Threat.
I
Or killed. Up to you.
He's not having any of this. Like, you are a bunch of idiots, and I wonder what will happen when all of you just die from this monstrosity. As he grumbles, quickly grabs Dicey, drags her away from the last he saw from the cow monster, and quickly put his medkit out to help her.
Well, if you're so scared of this thing, then why don't you be the first to leave? Hmm?
I worry after that note. What do you think will happen? Will we turn to a bloody mess like in the bathroom? That's what I think, you idiot.
Well.
Hey, Sour.
Hmm?
Fine then.
Well-
I see. I
Just
was
go
thinking
on.
he should make a something to prove.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna go check something. But let him roll. Yeah, let's see this.
Yeah, make your risk. Make a. I'm just gonna say like a smart risk factor.
Smart risk factor.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that'd be.
So roll your secondary and roll your risk factor.
Secondary. All right.
Ooh.
Okay, not good. Now you gotta roll the risk.
Factor.
Huh.
You're fine.
Good
You
boy.
succeed.
Phew.
Yeah, you just
So what are
kind
you
of grab Dicey
trying?
and start dragging her out of the room.
Yeah.
Well,
At least
well-
he's trying to make
Oh.
up for his mistakes. At least.
Yeah, and I will say on the other side of the room, the bovine blinks into existence and starts moving towards you guys.
Mm.
Am I
I
away
Still
from
taking-
them, or am I in the same general location as them?
Yes.
Because I went to where the back of the receptionary area was and started trying to look for any more notes. Besides
Yeah,
the
which I will say you're back there. You're on the other side of the counter, but you're closest to it.
Oh, is it heading towards me?
Yes.
Scheiße. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord.
Get
What?
out of there, Aurora.
while it's heading there, I want to go because yeah, it hurt Dicey, but I don't give two shits. I want to go get close to this thing to look at it because it's like, all right, it can phase in and out of reality and it can hurt someone, but it's not really there because Alfie seems to just be able to take care of it at this point. What the fuck's going on?
Make a weird, morbid curiosity.
Okay, that's failures.
Mm-hmm.
I fail.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Now the rival dies.
Yeah.
Yes. Now the rival dies. It's out on the.
Alfie's like, well, we know it can hurt people, so let's just not temper with it just right.
I can't.
As-
That's
Ninja
fake.
Captain,
That's
goddammit.
fake. Look, I mean, look at her, and I just like point to her, like, look at her. She looks perfectly fine.
As you see her laying on the floor in a pool of her blood, as Milbo's trying to patch her, and it.
So how does she die?
Huh?
How does she die? She just bleed out?
Yeah, she bled out. Like the thing ripped. Like I'm gonna say it ripped her wrist,
Okay.
so it got the artery. She was bleeding out profusely.
Alfie's just like, see, he's just
Oh.
Daisy.
Dicey, pick up.
That
Aurora, I will say that the thing phases through the door, and it's headed in your direction still.
Do I see a door behind me? As I'm trying to back up to look quickly around to get out?
Mike, did you just kill Dicey?
Yeah.
Mike doesn't really react to that, seeing the bovine actually start chasing Aurora. In quick reaction, is there anything he could grab and throw at the cow? Get his attention.
Well, we'll do E first. But E,
Okay.
as you're looking around, I'm gonna say the entire back area is L-shaped,
Okay.
and there is another door on the opposite end. So it came through the way you came in, and then there's a door on the other end of the L-shaped area.
Got you. How fast is this thing moving?
It is kind of already almost on top of you.
Oh Lord. Can I try and bolt it?
Bolt what?
Can I try and bolt to the door and try and get away from it?
Go for it.
Okay, what kind of roll do
Well,
I
I
need to
feel
make?
like that would. I don't know. Would that be smart or strong?
That'd be kind of strong
I'm
because it's
gonna
more
say
athletic.
smart.
I'd say
Okay.
both, really.
Yeah. Can you roll both a primary and a secondary?
No.
Yeah. No.
No.
I thought
No, you
could.
can't. No, you can't. You can only roll.
I don't think that...
Uh, I guess I'll do strong because technically you don't have. I was gonna say smart if you're gonna try and dodge around it, But if it's strong, then you're just booking it to the other door.
I'll try and dodge around it and get closer to the group then.
Okay, then roll me a smart.
Alright.
You're fine.
So basically what you guys see is essentially she slides underneath this thing as she kind of front flips over the counter and runs to you guys.
The counter is a window, though.
Is there a window?
I mean, you slide under it, but the door that it came through opens.
Well.
So you go through the door.
Yeah, she goes through the door and just, yeah. She's flexible anyways, so,
Yeah, as it essentially watches you go. It tried to snap at you under it, but it couldn't grab you. But it turns around and makes a groaning like moo as it essentially turns around and starts coming back out through that doorway.
It does not like me.
I don't think it likes anyone here. We might want to...
How does this thing work? He's gonna walk up and be like, if it's this dangerous, he's just gonna try and punch it.
He's gonna try and punch it.
It's hurt
Strong,
someone
too
now,
dumb to be
so now he's
scared.
gonna... Yeah, he's gonna try and punch it. It's hurt someone now, so he's like, fuck it.
It killed
It
someone.
just needs to... Yeah, no, he doesn't really get the fact that they did yet. So he's like, it's hurt someone, we need to put out a commission. Sorry, Mick, your plans failed. Doesn't care. Let's go. Just gonna...
Yeah, strong, too dumb to be scared.
5, so I succeed unless this rolls a 1.
No!
I punch it. I tell it to piss
I will.
off.
Yeah, I will say that as it essentially bears down on you, you sock it in its like, twisted, crooked jaw, and it squeals. But then it just shakes its head and looks at you, but it does turn tail. It flees, and it essentially goes into the office area
Be
and
gone,
vanishes.
vile thing. Like shakes his hand a little bit, like.
Huh.
Well,
For curiosity's sake, she's going to look at Mike and say, I'm going to make sure that what I read is true. And go towards the front door and try and open it.
You're gonna try the front doors?
Yep.
They do not budge, and they're coated in a thick, fleshy veins that seem to be in place. They
that's-
pulse. As essentially as it is, as these fleshy roots are gripped around the rotating door and the handicap doors, upon trying to touch the door, the fleshy roots seem to pulse unnaturally.
Who's about that?
Taking a few steps back. Tell me on how I could do that parlor trick.
I don't know. That's not the one, not me.
Starting to realize maybe... Well, Mick's up to something. He always has been. This is part of his plan or something. I don't fucking know, but he's part of this. However, I don't think you've done this, but the first time we saw it was down this hallway and everything. And honestly, if that's where it's going, I think we should head down there. Personally, I'm gonna go check it out because I want to figure out where the fuck this thing came from, and if there's a way to kill it.
Make sure that Dicey's okay. Okay.
Dicey's not good.
Dicey's.
I think she's fucking dead.
He's no way. Really?
Alf, look at the amount of blood that is on the floor. You'd pass out from blood loss at a quarter of that amount.
Also, Mick, you seem to have gone mute there, my friend. Are you okay? I understand she died, but
My frick frack and I was speaking so much and apparently you did. Alright. Well, Mike's like, oh shush, this wasn't made by me. I wasn't even planning any of this. Now Dice is dead. What is this?
I believe you. I don't know what this is, but I have a slight plan. Most hospitals do have at least a simplistic layout of their of what is accessible to them around almost every corner. Maybe there might be still one that's intact that we could find and at least figure out where we can head and what's
There's
where.
a corner over there where we saw the first thing, and I had Alfie bust down the door when it first appeared.
It just didn't even bust down, it just leaked.
I think we should try to find an entrance back, okay? Let's avoid that monster.
Did
As
you
much
not
as possible.
see the entrance over there where she tried it and apparently she said it was covered in flesh?
I said other entrances.
From what I can tell, I think it's covering every entrance. Maybe, I don't know when.
I'm gonna go check the stairs then. Maybe there's a way to the
Yeah.
roof.
I'm gonna follow you and see if there's at least some kind of map of the location on the walls.
Alright, we're going to the stairs tower.
Okay, you're going to the stairs?
Yeah.
I will say, as you head to that stairwell and you open the door, it makes a low creak, but you're met with essentially a smooth stone staircase that goes down.
Ah, fuck.
It goes down, looking up.
It goes down. Just down.
That's to the basement.
Right. I'm going down.
Alright. Do I see any blood tracks going down this way?
Well, as essentially you're going down the stairs, as you reach the bottom door, I'm sure at least Alpane, because he's the first one down, there is something fleshy sitting on the bottom step.
I want to examine it because
Weird.
I'm curious as fuck and I'm weird. Just
Go
in my,
for it.
it's just in my nature to look at shit.
Is
Weird and
Aurora?
morbid curiosity.
Roar is looking around for any kind of map or anything like that on the travel, like something on the walls or something that could give her a general layout of this place.
That was close.
Yeah, as you essentially look down at the, it looks like a liver, and it's fresh and bloody, but it's twitching, quivering as it lays there on the cold step.
Alright, watch the liver, it's fresh.
I'm not a fan of liver flavored things, I'm not going to lie.
There's too much flesh in this hospital. Is it alive? I swear it's alive.
It's twitching. Look for yourself. I'll point the flashlight on it.
Keep that thing away from me.
I'll give it a poke. Because I'm weird.
You're gonna give it a poke?
I'm gonna poke it.
Okay. Did it weird?
I'm just weird, yeah?
Yeah, because you're not really being scared or too
no.
being.
One.
I should just leave. I can't fail.
Oh!
Yes, you poke it and it makes a gross welch noise. Yeah, essentially. And it just leaks more blood out, but it's still twitching, still quivering.
Did it feel warm?
Yeah, it's warm.
Ew. That was warm.
Meaning it's fresh.
It looks like it's fresh to me. It's moving.
I know, but.
And for your map station, there are no maps anywhere on any of the walls.
Okay. She is keeping an eye out for that.
So I'm guessing you enter the basement.
Yup.
Guess we all enter it, since I don't want to be alone.
I'm gonna hold my crowbar out and just get ready to smash something if it comes through.
Okay, as essentially you come
first-
to the bottom of the stairs.
But when we come to the bottom of the stairs, before we enter it, Aurora's gonna be like, "Wait a minute. I wanted to make sure that there's nothing right immediately behind this, so we have a general idea." Looking through there, is there any keyhole or anything like that again?
No, it is a solid wooden door with a metal panel in the bottom.
There's no way I can peer inside.
I mean, if you wanted to attempt to rip the doorknob off, but I don't think you'd want to do that.
No. let's try and be quiet about this. From what you stated, you bashed through the door. Maybe this thing is attracted by sounds.
Right, and the creaking and walking in the whole thing hasn't alerted it already when we ever open a door silently.
I don't know. It was just a theory.
A
Right.
game theory.
I open the door.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, I will say at the bottom of the stairs, that door opens perfectly fine. But as you creak the door open, a thick black smog seems to fill the lower part of the basement. It is darker and more eerie than usual, and the walls are coated in a thick, dried, rusty red that seems to go from the ceiling down to the floor. The tile is even dirtier than it was on the first floor. It is stained horribly, and there is a large large blood smear from the door all the way down into the darkness.
With this, Aurora is going to step back a little bit as she takes pictures of the ceiling, the corridor in front of her, and then along the floor.
Yeah. I will say, stepping in, there's a long dark corridor in front of you, and then there is a turn to the left down another corridor. Both you can barely see 5 feet in front of you,
Even with the flashlights?
even with the flashlight.
Don't know how good these pictures are going to be when I take them.
Right. Elfie, you want to follow me? There's got to be
Sure.
something here. There's got to be something here.
Probably.
course.
Maybe a way to get out. Meg, where is the exit?
Look, the exits are sealed shut by fleshy abominations. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I should have taken a picture of that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an entrance.
Picture now if you want.
Maybe there's an entrance to a sewer down here or something. I'll go take a look. And I start following the blood trail in.
Yeah, I'll follow.
You follow the blood?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so Zorn and Burnt are following the blood. What is Aurora and Mike doing?
Aurora looking around. She's gonna look up at the ceiling, see if there's anything dripping from the ceiling that she could see before entering there. And does the blood trail? There are two left, or is there a straight corridor that has a blood trail, and then there's a left corridor that they're not going down?
Yeah, essentially, the blood smear is going down the corridor in front of you. The other is dark to see.
Hold on, you cut off. Can you repeat yourself, please?
In front of you is the main corridor where the blood smear is going through. The
Okay.
corridor to the left is too dark to see.
Okay. And the blood trail, where does it start?
You're gonna have to move. You're gonna have to move forward to try and find it.
Where the blood trail starts? It seemed like it ended here.
It essentially seemed to have started at the door you came.
Okay, that makes sense. If that's the case, she's going to go down the blood trail as well.
Okay,
Keeping-
so 3 of you are going down the blood trail. Mike,
Gonna follow. Though he's gonna keep
Gonna
his
follow
hat.
them?
Yeah, though he's gonna keep his hat around where his mouth is, so he doesn't breathe anything foul. It's like,
okay.
And-
But as you walk down the corridor, you see 4 more rooms,
great.
all along the
Just
left
great.
side of the wall.
Does
Nothing on the right side.
Does the blood trail lead into any one of those 4?
Yes, the blood trail leads to the second last room down the hallway.
Is there anything like a light underneath the door or something?
No, but I will say that the first room does seem to have some sort of playing in the room.
Some sort of what?
Yeah, sorry, you are roboting so bad right now.
I have no idea what's wrong. It's probably my dad trying to download.
I know. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I know. It's just I can't control that.
I know.
Hmm. Well,
But the second door on the left has a noise coming from it, and the third door on the left is where the trail leads.
What type of noise?
Sounds like screaming.
Too dumb to be scared. He's gonna go to the door and try and open it, thinking
Okay.
that someone's getting hurt.
She's going to. Roy's going to ready a camera to take a picture of whatever is through the door.
Mm-hmm.
Is the door locked?
The door is locked.
He's gonna try and get his crowbar and pry open the door with strength.
Strong, too dumb to be scared.
Sure. One.
You're fine, man.
He's fine. Essentially, you jam it into the door frame, and with a shove, it pops open, and the door swings open, and as the screaming seems to get louder and more out there, as there's a light bulb in the room flickering aggressively.
Is there anyone in the room, or is it just a sound of screaming coming from it?
It is literally the sound of someone screaming, and they're saying, no, 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 God, no. But as you come in, there's a bed in the room, similar to the rooms upstairs. But as the light is flickering, there's a stream of blood coming from the bed going into the ceiling. On a constant stream. And there's nothing in the... But all you hear is the screaming.
That is... that's very weird.
Does it sound like it's coming from the vents?
And it just sounds like it's... You be my guest. You'll find out.
don't touch the floating blood smears.
Going slowly closer to the vent and taking a picture. Once she gets a good spot where she can get all of it. Huh?
I said bed, not vent.
Yeah, I know,
I
but
thought you said there was a blood smear going from the bed to the vent.
I
No,
to the
said
ceiling.
To the
there
ceiling.
were
There's no
streams
vent.
of blood. Okay, I'm gonna repeat myself. There's a bed in the middle of the room that seems to be there is streams of blood, pillars of blood, as if you had a bottle of blood and you were pouring it out. It's coming from the bed and going into the ceiling above it.
Okay.
There is no vent in this room.
Okay. Sorry. I
That's incredibly weird.
I agree. As she takes a picture of that. I really wish there was a way I can view what's going on, what these pictures look like right now.
Eh,
One of
whatever.
those fancy ones that prints the picture.
I'm gonna go move the bed.
I want
Hold on,
might just
Nobo.
okay.
What were you gonna say, Zorn?
I'm gonna go move the bed to move it away from the blood.
You're gonna move the bed as the blood's coming from the bed.
Yep.
Do you need help?
Roll me a weird.
Was this big curiosity as well, or no? Or
Yeah, curiosity.
okay,
5.
5.
I succeed.
Yes.
I will say you go up to the bed and you shove it, and as you shove it, it rolls to the other side, but the stream of blood, as if similar to like tipping a bucket over, is pouring from the bed and going into the ceiling. Where it's pouring into is now on the other side of the room.
Right, that's fucked up.
That is How?
The screaming is still happening, by the way, and it seems to be coming from the bed, but there's nothing in the bed.
Okay. Hold on a fucking second here. You kind of took it a little far with the creature, but how on earth did you get water to flow up with? That
Are you still
beyond me.
tying it? Still saying I did all of this?
I'm assuming so. I don't know how we could have done it.
I can't
No
even do
offense.
this.
No offense to anyone else, but
Is there a blanket over the bed?
No.
It is just an empty bed.
It's just an empty mat on a bed frame with a huge blood stain in the middle of it and blood pouring from the blood stain into the ceiling.
I'm gonna put my hand through it. Does it actually like flow around my hand upwards?
Oh no.
I put my hand through the stream. Does it go around my hand and just continue upwards, or does it like fall? Like gravity took help hold after it hit my hand.
No, it's still flowing over your hand into the ceiling.
He just looks at his hand. Okay.
And the blood is warm.
That's incredible. I don't. What? What did?
I don't know. This defies all I've learned.
Let's get out of here. I feel uncomfortable just hearing all the screaming.
Yeah.
Well,
I actually forgot to ask Bert to do Too Dumb to Be Scared for.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Time to see if I finally fail.
Yeah.
Nope.
you also have to do a weird, man. You can't just do risk factors.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I got a 5 on the risk factor. It doesn't matter what I get, I still succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Gotta get. Yeah, but it just flows over your hand. It's warm.
Looking around the room, is there anything else in the room at all?
There is a chair.
Are there any weapons in here? A
Doubt
cleaver
it.
or a knife?
Doubt it. With the...
With everybody just looking around as crazy as ever, Mike on the chair grumbling.
Yeah, no, the chair. Is it like a normal, like, chair that's bolted to the ground, or is this like a wooden stool kind of chair?
It's a red velvet chair.
Oh, so it's kind of...
It's cushioned.
She's gonna place a finger on the middle cushion.
Well, I mean, it's a one-person chair.
Yeah, but in the middle of the seat, she's gonna place a finger on it and then look at the finger in the light.
It is covered in white powder.
White powder? Feeling around on it. Does the powder feel like it would be like a poison, or is it more like a crystal?
Make me a smart.
Okay.
Yeah, make me.
Does-
I crashed for a moment.
6.
So, essentially, as you're rubbing it between your fingers, it seems to burn a little bit. It kind of just feels like you have salt between your fingers. But it lightly burns a tiny bit, as if you're rubbing salt, essentially, but it feels like salt.
It feels like salt. Okay.
Yeah.
I dare someone to sit on that.
As this is all going on, Sour, as this is all going on, I would like to go to the next room where the blood smear went to and just go in there and look around and see what I can find, because that's got my curiosity piqued.
Okay, so who's following him, or is it just Zorn?
I'm telling Mike. I'm daring Mike to sit on the chair.
Okay.
If he's not too scared.
So everyone's focused on the chair at this point, so I guess all of you mute except...
Okay.
Sure.
Oh boy.
Zorn. So you leave the room as they're all...
Yeah,
in
we gotta find a way
chairs.
out of here.
Yeah, you go to the room with the blood smear. The door is open a crack.
I slowly walk in, but look around for anything bad. Because we've seen a lot of weird shit, and I'm kind of getting a little like, okay, maybe this is not just smoke and mirrors bullshit.
weird and morbid curiosity for me, please?
Of course. Oh no. But somehow I pull through.
Yeah. I will say you push the door open, but it creaks loudly as you shove it open. Inside the room, there is a bed, there is a side table, and there's 3 red chairs similar to the last room in this room. It is filthy in here, but I'm gonna say that there is a large pool of blood in the center of the room, and a few more organs.
I kind of look at the organs. What do we got more?
You see a stomach and a couple intestine. Or at least, what seems to be just a single intestine just pulled into several pieces.
Okay, I go over there and basically look at him, kind of deal. Like, what the fuck?
Weird, morbid curiosity.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
God damn. Okay.
I can't tell, is that a fail or a succeed?
I got a 6. That's the succeeding.
Okay.
Because I
Just have
didn't.
to double check.
Yeah, I didn't fail the risk. Is the problem? I got 1 away from the risk, but I didn't fail it. No.
Yeah, because I just gotta double check. Apparently, I'm not filled in on every information about.
It's fine.
But yeah, there's just an intestine. There's a stomach there. The intestines are quivering, and that smell seems to emanate in this very strongly.
Fuck. Alright. I want to find the smell.
Okay.
I'm looking, because, I mean, bad smell, sewer, maybe. Who knows? I mean, there's plumbing here. There's got to be something that leads to a sewer, maybe, that gets us out of here.
Yeah, the only thing I can say is primary risk factor.
Yep, okay. I fail.
As you're looking through the room, you essentially grab a table, slides from under your hand, and it makes that big rattle noise as you're essentially searching.
Oh, fuck. Ah, damn it.
As you hear that familiar moan moo behind you.
Oh, Bessie, I hope that's not you. Oh, fuck, it's Bessie.
It is nose to nose with you, and it lets out a fright cry within your face.
Oh. How do I get hurt, Sour?
It bites your shoulder.
God damn it, bitch! Ah!
It sinks its fangs into your shoulder, and then essentially shoves you backwards. And then its fangs, its upside down head, the blood runs over its nose. The eye that is essentially hanging its lower half by what seems to be a streaming pool connected
Fuck,
are
fuck,
lined with teeth, so it looks like a mouth. It seems to smile.
Alright, that's fucking freaky. Alright, I saw Alfie do this. I want to punch it.
You're gonna punch it?
So that would just be a standard roll.
Yeah, go for it.
With
Freaky Friday.
Yep, that's a standard roll. That's a 1, and now because I'm hurt, Sour, I have to roll a +1, which is a 5.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking succeed.
So, essentially, with your arm that isn't attached to the shoulder, you rear back and you punch it in the nose like Alfie, and it lets out that same squeal. Its glowing red eyes stare at you, seeming to burn with a hatred, as the eye floating behind it seems to frown, and it flickers out of existence.
I'm making my way back towards the group at this point, like, ah, fuck, damn it, fuck.
Everyone come in!
I would have heard like the yell, and I was making my way to the door when you back in.
Yep.
Is everything okay? Oh, jeez, what happened to your shoulder?
Oh, the fucking cow.
Oh.
I was going to state, While he was exploring that room, and before they dared to sit on there, could I have gotten a bit of the salt-like powder that I found in the seat in my hand?
Mhm.
Like in like a just like a powder of it on my hand, not like inside of the hand, but just kind of on there.
On it.
Yeah. Like, was there
Okay.
more of it when I tried to like shake a little bit onto there?
Yeah, the seat is covered in it.
Okay. Uh, anybody have a bag on them?
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Fuck.
I have a slight curiosity, but I don't know if this might work. Just
Mm.
this might be useful later. As just give me the bag.
Just don't get rid of my rocks. I want to smash windows.
Is it able to keep a powder inside of it and not fall out?
Uh, yeah,
Is it like
probably.
is it like a Ziploc?
The fuck's a
It's just
Ziploc?
like it's like a school bag.
Uh, I'll have
Like
to
a
do.
paper bag.
It'll have to do. As she pours some powder, some of that salt powder in there, it's just like this might be useful. I don't
All
know.
right.
Just
I'll
something
add that
tells
to
me
my
this might be
items.
useful.
Salt powder.
Right.
Salt-like powder.
Salt.
We
So I
have-
will also say, so essentially you made that primary roll to specifically get the salt, right?
To figure out that it was salt. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
Failed.
salt-like consistent.
Salt-like consistency. Yeah.
Yeah, but you failed.
Yeah.
No, didn't I? I succeeded.
It's a 5 and a 6. That's a succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Failed.
yeah.
Which
Oh, I
Which
got
means-
scared.
you get
It's
scared.
It's up to Sarah if she wants to make it like it in the rule set. It says if it's a critical moment, so you can count it against him or not.
Well, I will say I don't think it's too much of a critical moment, so you get scared. But essentially, I will say that Aurora, as your the powder from the chair, you smell something really so as your vision starts to brighten around with contact with the chair. And
Sorry,
you start. I'm
You're cutting off.
fucking. Yeah, I know. I thought I fucking fixed it because it turns out fucking Steam was trying to install something without my say.
Oh.
Ah, Steam.
But as essentially you're dusting it into your hand, you get the sulfuric smell, and your vision starts to lighten up. Like you can start seeing the room more brightly.
Oh.
And then you start seeing white faces appearing in the corner of your view. A big toothy grin as they fade in and out, before suddenly the face, only for you, essentially pops into your face and screams, sending you reeling backwards, yelping in fear, as the brightness of your surroundings seems to fade.
Are you okay?
Nobody else saw that?
So what?
No, I got fucking bit by a cow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alpine. Well, in the meantime, if he saw that, like Alpine's in, just get over
It wasn't
here.
a cow. What would you say this like the face of the individual? Is it like an old man, young man?
It looked like an old man, but he was very gray. He was like gray with black detailing, his eyes solid white, but his mouth stuck in a permanent toothy gum receded grin.
Ugh. The old man.
The old man? Who?
Like makes the principal look like us old.
Ugh.
The fuck?
Can I just say something finally?
I don't know, Mick. Can you?
Yes, I can. I wanted to say I got a medikit out to get Alpine. A
Get away
bit
from me! Get
better.
away from me with that! Stop it! I don't want anyone near
What?
me.
Okay.
You're the cause of this problem. All right?
Vic, did you see anything?
No, I don't know what you're talking.
I did.
And
You know
Benny
what?
just looks at Benny looks at Mike and goes, "You know, you're really good at special effects, mate."
Mike is so done with the group constantly berating that he's the one who made this, and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go.
Mick,
You got
All of
something
you
to
just
prove
think.
that it's not you?
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
something to prove. Make a secondary and a
Secondary.
risk factor. Secondary and a risk.
Okay, you succeed.
You're fine. You're fine.
Well, how does he prove that it's not him? He has
Yeah.
something to prove.
How do you prove that it's not you?
I can't. Can I? I might have an idea on that. Out of character, now in character.
Let
If
him do it.
oh,
It is his character. Let him do it.
Yeah, that's his character. Like, how are you going to attempt to prove, Mike, that you're not responsible for all this?
That's kind of the problem here. It's just, he was just gonna lead the group, but here it's like,
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, what if this is not you? What's the face? What did the old man look like who startled me?
I wouldn't.
Take a guess. Take a wild guess.
Old? Look, this is a very tricky question you stated here. Because let's be honest.
That's the answer. That doesn't really help it.
I didn't tell you the answer. I just said that he was an old man.
Yes, and then you said that he was old enough to make our principal look like us in comparison.
Yes, but there were certain features about him that would stick out to him if he was pulling this as a prank.
Well, he could easily just say no.
True. Look, if there's anything here, what if the thing attacks me? How about that?
I mean, if it attacks you, then that's either your creation gone wild or it's literally not you. I don't think you'd want that yourself.
Or maybe just. I'm glad only one person thinks of that. But apparently, even with all this supernatural business, it seems like everybody thinks this is a certain magic trick. Do you think I could even make these tricks?
He kind of shrugs a bit if we're looking over toward the blood that's still streaming upwards. Like, I give you a lot of credit, but not that. I can't see that doing that.
Fuzzy doesn't give two shits because I've basically shut him out.
Yeah, you shut him out.
Yeah. Like, seriously, how can I make this screaming bloodstream of a mess? I don't know. It's freaking me out, too.
Yeah, by the way, it's still screaming.
Yeah, like, why are we still here? Like, come on, people.
Hold on. Out of quick question, does the screaming sound like... What does the... Like, does it sound like an old man screaming? Young woman screaming? What kind of screaming are we talking about here?
It sounds like... I mean, it sounds like a normal, like, dude, like, in his 20s almost, screaming. He's constantly screaming, no, no, oh god, no, over and over again.
Okay. I wanted to confirm that.
Can I pull the light bulb again?
Yeah, pull the light bulb. So, I feel... What would that be? Morbid curiosity or weird?
Well,
it would definitely be morbid curiosity.
Well, weird is the thing that I have to roll first. Or basically, I have to roll either a
Yeah,
weird, a secondary, or a straight roll with morbid curiosity.
Well, no, that's what I was asking. Do you roll just a morbid curiosity with weird, or do you just roll a straight weird?
You roll a weird with morbid curiosity, and then...
No, that's what I'm saying. Do you want to roll a straight weird, or roll a weird with a... Curiosity.
Curiosity, because, I mean, I've got a risk factor here. It has to apply at this point. I've been bitten and everything, so it's bad for me. So
Okay,
anything
you
I
go
do
for
is
it.
not good. All right. So
That's
then
a
I have a
success
risk
so far.
factor. Okay. Now the best part is
Succeeding.
because I've been hurt, I have to roll this.
That's
Somehow
also a success.
I fucking succeeded.
You yank on the string, and it flickers still and sparks, but turns off.
The screaming
Well,
still
now
there?
in darkness.
The screaming is still there.
Ah, fuck.
I'm leaving the room.
Yeah.
Don't go into the blood room. That's where I got fucking bit.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the first room. See what's there.
The first room?
Yeah.
Okay. That room is unlocked.
I'll open it. What's in there?
It's another hospital bedroom. It is similar in like horrible shape. It's got a bed that's thrown against the wall. There's a velvet chair in there too, a side table, and there's stains all over the wall, and there's also like a TV hanging from the ceiling, like a hospital TV.
Is it on?
Nope.
No. Well, I didn't throw that bed. Something bad happened here. Something bad happened here. I bet I'm slipping out the accent again.
Following him into the room, is there anything written along the walls, actually looking around the walls, seeing if there was anything written there, and then checking the couch to see if it was also covered in the same powder.
Okay. Well, make me a smart.
Smart. Okay.
Ooh.
That's a success so far.
Barely
Barely.
succeeded. Ooh.
I will say, as you're looking at the wall, there's no writing on.
Okay.
When you go look at the chair, there's an axe.
Oh.
An axe.
There is an axe wedged into the head of the chair.
She's gonna take it.
Okay, you pull it out of the head of the chair.
Oh damn. Huh. Well. That's an axe. That's definitely a weapon.
Yep.
Definitely use that fighting off the monster.
I got my own crowbar, so I'm good.
But that will ever help.
Sour.
Hmm?
Does the hallway continue past these doors?
No, it does not. There's a dead end at the past all the doors. But you
Okay.
still have that hallway if you went back and took a left turn, or in this case, your right turn.
Fuzzy would
It's
start
left if you
heading.
came from the door.
Fuzzy would start heading back towards that hallway at this point. He'd basically taken out his pipe and lighting it at this point, just like trying to calm himself down. Like, all right, I got this. A fucking shoulder. God damn it.
I could still heal you, you know.
Oh, you fucking can't.
So,
I mean-
who is going with him?
Once Aurora sees that taking the axe with her, it's kind of the steps back, takes a picture of the room, and goes ahead and follows out with the axe.
I'm waiting for him to run out of film.
Yeah. You gotta run out.
I've only
from
I've
there,
only taken about 6 pictures.
6 pictures? I
Feels
thought you
more
only
like
took
it's-
3.
I felt like it's been more like 10.
No,
Taken so
6. I've only taken 6.
Okay.
Okay.
I've kept track. I've taken 6 pictures. Most disposable cameras have at least 30.
Oh,
I'd imagine you would have
Okay.
used it a couple times. You are the smart, strong one.
Yeah.
Either way-
I
either
will say
way.
though that everyone does meet up, and you do get to that hallway you have not gone down.
Yeah.
And since Alpine is the first one down that hallway, as you walk down the way, you start walking into darkness before soon feeling, or at least hearing, the soft squishing noise as you step in something.
Mm.
I want to investigate what it is I'm stepping in because of its organs again. God damn it.
Yeah.
Morbid curiosity, weird.
This is what I
Just move
do.
with curiosity now and just be like, what did I step in? Lol.
Okay, and I succeed.
uh,
Some fucking how.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it keeps
You're-
us succeed.
As you essentially walk into this soft noise, you look down and you're walking in a pool of blood. As you soon hear something beating ahead of you.
Alfie
The
getting
fuck?
the weird idea, looking over towards Aurora. It's like, wait. Can't you just cut out the veins at the door? Can I give an axe?
Possibly. I don't even know if it will let us out in general.
What if you killed the freaking heart of it?
That's what I was thinking.
Do you not hear that?
I hear it.
Ooh, actually, I do hear that now.
Are we gonna kill the hospital?
Yeah, that'd be funny. All right.
That would be kind of amusing, but I'd prefer if we didn't, you know, collapse it on our heads.
I want to go ahead to find this beating heart thing. I think it is, or it's just the walls. I don't know.
As you walk down the hallway, even if your vision is very, you do come upon the midway, it seems, of the hallway, as there's a giant, meaty vein in the middle of the hallway, several of them, connecting to each wall, the floor, and the ceiling. And it is the center of it is beating like a heart, while the veins connected to it are pulsing and pumping.
You know, I was joking about the whole killing the hospital, but what?
Taking a picture of this. This is picture number 7.
Well, now he's gonna keep count. I see how it is. All right.
Yeah, I'm keeping count because you guys got on my goat about it. I have a maximum of 30 on this film.
Mm-hmm.
So I think these are the things that are blockading our way of escape. Don't you all agree?
Yeah.
I think we should attack it.
Alright.
Do you start looking at the pulsing thing?
Mhm.
As we get closer, Aurora's gonna look at Alf and say, "Mind giving me that bag full of the powder I gave you earlier?"
Reaches in, grabs a handful of powder, and hands it. There you go.
She's gonna start to put it on the blade of the axe.
Okay.
It's the black. Good idea. How do you make it stick?
Yeah.
She's gonna spit on the axe.
Ooh.
Okay.
Just spit on the axe and smear it and then dump the salt.
Oh, you think I should do the same with my crowbar? I sound very Australian right now. Holy shit.
Probably wouldn't hurt, actually, considering this stuff burned my thumb just by rubbing it in there.
Alright.
And then Vic looks at Alf and go, "What if just spitting on it will make it stick? Then why don't you stick the end of it in your mouth?"
Yeah, alright. Stick the end of the crowbar in his mouth. Sure.
Make me a weird roll, please.
Sure. Go.
Fail.
That's my first failure.
That's your first failure.
Is it
I
really
think
critical though?
It can be according to the EM.
It depends.
I mean, depends on how
just
close
told
we're
him to do it.
getting. How close we're getting. You
You-
saw what Fen did at the end of his.
You failed,
Yeah.
and you got hurt.
I stick it in there, I chip it too, like
No, you stick it in your mouth, and then it seems that the blood next to you seems to bubble, and it shoots a small spine up, and it nicks you in the arm.
What the? Huh? Fucking good.
You're-
Alright, no, not doing that again.
Taking a picture of that.
Finally.
Taking a picture of that spine, by the way.
Yeah. All right. That's picture 8. Yeah. No, I get that. I'll just douse it in salt, because
Yeah.
that's just what happened. Now that
Yeah, and I will say the spine is. I will say the spike is still up in the air. It did not retract after stabbing you. It went up, stabbed you, and it remained there.
Oh, it's still in my arm.
Yes, it's still there.
Okay.
Oh.
Ugh.
Can
That
I make
doesn't-
a? This is gonna hurt.
Uh,
Mike, get bandages ready.
Let's.
Brings it out like.
I'm going to try
Alright.
and quickly. She's gonna feel the. Can I make a smart check to try and feel to see on how deep the spine is going into his arm?
Does it
Go
feel like
for
the
it.
spines in it, like barbs and such?
Make me a smart.
I
But
don't
then
have a
also
smart.
being overprotective as well, because
You're the
Yeah.
DM.
overprotective, smart and overprotective.
Primary roll. I pass. I
Oh.
pass.
I will say, it went deep. It missed his bone, but it's almost poking through the other side of his arm.
This is going to hurt. But I'd rather not pull this out until we know exactly what is going on with this. Towards that spine, she's going to cut the spine close enough that it's not going to hit him, but close enough to it that it won't be sticking out and hindering him through doorways or anything like that. Like cutting it off so that way he can move around, or move away from the spine.
Like an
Strong-
arrow, like you break it off instead of pulling it out.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say, make me a strong overprotective.
Okay.
If
Strong,
you fail this will be super funny.
overprotective.
Fail.
Ooh,
Natural
Oh.
one. Fail.
How does your rival die from this?
Die. As Vic is essentially watching, she kind of wanders a little bit next to Alpine to examine the thing before another spine shoots up and it gets her in the arm, and then it literally another spine stabs her through the stomach and then shoves her into the pulsing thing. And
Holy
she
fuck!
screams as it absorbs her.
What?
You know what? Get it out. Get it out.
Oh lord. Okay. And with that being stated, this time she is going to try and shove him away from the spine. Or shove. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry, Grandma.
Not your
Okay.
grandma.
Sorry.
Why'd you call me grandma?
No.
I'm confused.
Hey,
Anyway.
Sonny, I got in a little thing
Again.
mask.
Okay,
Anyway.
strong and overprotective. God.
Okay, that's a
Success.
success.
Okay.
That's a success.
Yeah, you just shove him, and I will say shoving him, it rips the spike out of his arm. As essentially you are now away from the puddle, but Alpine, you're still standing in it.
Can I go look to where she got absorbed into the thing? Because that's got me curious of what the fuck is going on here.
Weird, morbid curiosity, me.
Yep.
What is
Alright,
wrong
give me
with
that.
you, man?
I'm
Give me that.
I'm weird, and I have a risk factor of morbid curiosity. I'm playing into my character.
No, Mike.
I'm playing as my character.
I
being-
fail. I fail right
You
there.
freaks.
I
Yeah,
freaked someone
you
out.
Freak someone out.
So tell me how I.
Out.
So tell me
You're
what I
freaking
see to
Mike
freak it out.
honestly.
Yeah, I will say that because you're moving closer, you freak Mike to the bone as you're walking towards it, and he's screaming like, "Oh, don't touch that!"
Yeah, like, what are you doing? That thing absorbed a person.
I'm actually
Hey,
gonna
yeah.
favoring. I'm gonna grab Fuzzy and like pull her away because she's not listening to Mike.
The fuck is who the fuck is a female fuzzy? I'm a male, you dung dingus.
I'm sorry.
Also, Mike, Mike, wrap up that arm. At least make sure that it's not going to be bleeding out more.
Will do, will do.
Smart. Roll me a smart and something to prove.
All right. 3,
Ooh.
3.
That's
5.
a success. That's a
Success.
success.
You
Oh.
easily wrap up Alfie's arm. You tighten
Good.
it as tight as you can to prevent too much blood flow.
All right, give me that axe. I'm gonna cut this thing apart. Hey,
Are you sure about this?
it's
Don't
already
get
absorbed
absorbed
someone.
too.
If we kill
You
it,
know-
then it can't absorb people, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
But I'm planning on helping you out with that.
All right. How
Strong and too dumb to be scared.
cool.
Can I roll a strong check as well? And
Strong and I'm just gonna say yes, you could roll a strong with him.
okay.
But a strong and too dumb to be scared and just a strong.
Oh,
Okay.
finally, I got a
Ooh.
bad roll. Now, too dumb to be scared. Come on.
You have a risk factor.
Motherfucker.
Don't forget you have a risk-
factor.
And that. Come on, motherfucker. I still got a 6. I'm okay. Whew.
I fail.
Ooh.
But
Yeah,
he
you-
failed.
Unless you're letting me use overprotective.
No, because it's not specifically you.
Okay.
You're just assisting him. But I will say you do get hurt from this.
Okay.
As you're trying to help him, he rears up and chops into one of the pumping veins, and it seems to let out a groan as it starts spitting blood, and another spike comes up and nails you in the knee.
Ah!
Took one to the knee, I see.
Don't make a joke about that. Help her.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow to the knee.
Oof.
Can I go examine the spike of why these keep popping out?
Morbid curiosity be weird.
It's what I do. I
What do you
fail.
do?
I double.
Yeah, you fail.
I don't get double failure, but I fail. So what happens to me?
You
How I
fail.
uncover a terrifying hidden area?
I keep swinging.
Essentially he's swinging, but as you're going up to examine it, Alfie chops through this area, chops through the veins and the pumping thing as it groans at him, and as you're looking around, you soon discover a large opening as where the vein was going into, and in that room is a bloody, pussy, webby mess full of remains, like bones, organs, eyeballs, limbs. Everything that a human body could contain is in this hole.
Do I
And
get
there's
sucked
so
up
much.
into it somehow?
No, you're stuck. You're just looking into it. But you uncovered it.
The fuck is that?
What did you find?
She's
There
going.
is a room with bones and other sinewy flesh to where
I will
this thing leads.
I will say that as you're looking into it, you do see Vic's purse in that mess.
Oh.
I gotta go get it. I gotta go get it.
What?
Weird morbid curiosity.
I'm
is
going up the
planning
tube,
to
baby.
do
I'm
this.
going up the tube.
Mike is gonna see like, you madman.
I succeed.
Indeed. I will say you in like a ditch effort of like purse, and you literally force yourself into the tube and you squeeze yourself in where your upper body is poking into the room. You reach and you grab the purse. It is a little stuck. You do pull it free and it makes a gross sloch noise before you rip yourself out of the hole with her purse dripping in all manner of like organic fluid.
Mike is just horrified by this. And is like, why am I even friends with you?
while this is going on, the blade she has is still quote unquote salted because I'm putting quotes around it because I don't know exactly what this powder is. Correct? With my knee still stuck in with the bone still going through my leg.
Excuse me.
And we cut to another commission break as Sawa has to take a break real quick.
I'll be right back as well. I gotta go use the bathroom.
Yeah, now would be a time to take a break, folks, if we're doing that. And oh boy, oh.
I'm sorry. My dad decided he wanted to barge in for a second time and start yelling at me.
That'd be a third time now.
Third time, yes. He wanted to barge in and start yelling at me over something that wasn't my fault.
Sorry to hear that. Anyway, E had a question for you.
What did you have a question about?
I am still wielding. Am I wielding the axe of the crowbar that is salted? And I'm putting quotes around salted.
You're holding Alfie's crowbar, and Alfie has the axe.
Okay. With that being stated, and I'm still stuck there with the bone through my leg. I can't get it out, can I? I
The
can't
spike
move.
is through your leg.
The bone spike, yes.
It's not a bone. It's a
Oh, it's
blood spike.
Oh, it's a blood spike. Okay.
Yes.
With
The
that
same
being
thing
stated,
that hurt Alfie.
with that being stated, can I put the tip of the crowbar with salt on it and put it on the thing, seeing if the salt like texture touching the blood will make it retract?
It may be smart.
Okay. 5. I succeed.
You also have to roll a 1 plus R
Yep.
because you're now hurt.
Yep. You're
Yep.
hurt.
Hold on.
Yeah.
5. I still succeed.
Yeah. You touch it with the salt covered crowbar and it does recoil away.
Oh.
Alright, I'm here to help you out. Hang on, hang on. I guess he brings out the med kit again. It's like, alright, there's a lot of people I need to take care of.
I was right. I was right.
What happened? Sorry, I missed it. I went to the toilet.
So you would have seen this actually, funny enough. You would have seen Aurora putting the salt tip of the crowbar into the blood spike lightly, not swinging it at it, but lightly touching it, and then the blood spike actually shooting, recoiling away from her, pulling away. She didn't swing at it, she touched it with it, and it's like, I was right. I was right.
It's right about...
The salt.
Yeah, it certainly seemed to work with the me swinging.
Should I make the dice roll again, too?
Yeah, go for it.
Here.
Yeah, make it smart.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And a risk.
That's a fail.
That's a
That's
failure.
a fail. So who are you attempting to heal?
I was tempting to heal Aurora since she...
Oh yeah!
Oh, no.
Yeah, as you go to essentially try and pull the med kit out, you slip on the blood and you land on top of Aurora and you two lock lips.
Alfie, kind of talking with Aurora for the moment, just sees you get toppled over, and he's like, "Oh, ain't getting freaky. Not the right place, though."
With a big lushy. Let's go. It's like, ah! That wasn't supposed to happen.
I got Victory's purse. Fuck.
Yes, you did. What's in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I wonder if Dicey's up there.
Maybe.
Considering he left his body alone, wouldn't surprise me. And she's trying to slowly get up, and now she has a slight limp on her.
I'm gonna go look for Dicey in the bad room.
Weird morbid curiosity.
Yep.
4.
I'm dead.
Well,
You fail.
good
As
job.
you go to lean into as you go into the tube, you smell that horrid smell again, and then you feel warm tendrils wrap around your arms, and that smell like seems to force itself into your mind before you go limp, and the rest of the party just sees as it yanks you into the pipe, and with a disgusting squishing noise, it seals up the pipe.
Oh, well, you're
Do I
right.
see another?
I don't. Yeah, no, that was stupid. But um,
Do I see
all right.
another? Do I see where the like beating is coming from still?
The beating is the beating is still coming from the thing in the middle of the hallway.
I think we
Alfie had only chopped two of the tendrils off of it. It is still attached.
I'm gonna try and chop the heart now with the axe
Yeah.
that's covered in salt.
I was gonna say, destroy that thing and let's get out of here.
Yeah,
Okay,
my
strong,
last
too dumb to
picture.
be scared.
too dumb to be scared, and risk factor. Let's go.
I like how you've succeeded so much that you've only gotten.
Yeah, I've only failed once, which is really amusing to me. Risk factor. That's I lose. I fail instantly.
You lose.
That's
So
it.
you get scared. So essentially, as you
Kinda.
yeah, kinda as you go to essentially swing at the pulsing center of it, a couple more blood spikes shoot up, but they essentially fake you out. They literally shoot up in front of your face, startling you.
With that being stated, can I get towards him, grab the bag, and dump the salt onto the beating part itself?
Make me a smart and overprotective.
Yep. Okay.
Ugh.
That's a
We're
fail.
getting the poor rolls now.
Plus one.
It's still a fail.
Sour
That's still a fail.
doesn't matter if he gets a natural 1 on a red die, the risk faster or the RD, that's an automatic fail. It doesn't matter what he rolls after that.
Well, I just wanted him to roll it anyways.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Okay, but oh boy.
I find the lair.
Yeah, essentially, as you start dumping the salt, the spikes that essentially shot up to startle Alfie essentially got the brunt of the salt, and they essentially flee away. But because of the salt landing on the floor, the bloody patch starts to burn, and it seems to reveal that the blood around the base of it was covering more flesh, which then retracts.
And I
And
fall.
exposes. Yeah, it retracts and you fall.
Oh, the fall.
And you land on a metal floor, and the walls are chain link fenced as far as you can.
Do I still see the heart above?
You look up and you can see it, the silhouette of it pulsing, but you can't see it itself.
Mike looks down. It's like, Aurora, are you okay?
I'm still alive.
Hang on, I was prepared for this too. And Mike actually brings down part of a rope to her.
Make me a smart with something to prove.
Okay. Yeah, alright.
You took my bag full of rocks. And
You gotta be kidding.
Something to prove.
Yeah, so
Hey,
risk
you got an axe covered in salt right now.
I do.
Yeah.
5.
5s. Yeah, you dangle it down towards her.
She'll try and climb up with part of the crowbar in her mouth and the bag in one hand.
He'll ask for Alfie for assistance since he's a strong boy as well.
Sure, I'll help.
If that's the case, Aurora and Alfie make me straight strong.
I need to make a couple other checks, but yeah. So primary 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. You succeed.
I fail,
You
Oh
fail.
no, you fail.
but I get in a minor disagreement.
Derangement.
Oh,
I fail as well.
Yeah. So
I get angry at someone.
yeah, you actually, because essentially Mike is trying, like, pestering you, like, you need to grab this, you need to grab this. You get upset at Mike for trying to put, like, some sort of string in your face as you're more worried about Alpine, who is literally sucked into the wall. And
Yeah, I'm looking at Mike and be like, we got other things to do right now.
yeah,
I like look at the axe and then just go to try and swing at it again. Completely
yeah, and
ignore it.
Aurora, as
Mhm.
essentially you grab the rope, Mike Mike tries to hand it to Alfie, and Alfie grab it out of his hand and stuck down there. And essentially, you're in this chain link area.
Here's taking all items.
As essentially the around you, like the chain link fences that will start to corrode, and your mind seems to warp as the smell hits you. In this entire area, like, you can start seeing through the walls. This is a maze.
this is a maze. She's going to look up at them. Can I chuck the camera at? Can I make a desperation Hail Mary play right now? I'm going to chuck the camera towards the guys up there. And I've already been up the rope a little bit, correct? Or no?
No,
with
you
you.
fell. You fell. Because no one was holding onto it. The rope is down there with you.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going-
attempt if I can cut into this heart again. Sorry.
Okay, well, let's just do E, so E you're throwing.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to tie the crowbar to the rope and try and hit the crowbar onto the heart itself.
That is a really high throw.
That's
I am swirling this thing around and trying to use
Make
it.
me a strong overprotective. Plus your RD.
Yep.
Oof.
come on, every. Yes.
Oh.
Oh, you are hurt.
Ooh.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Join me in the afterlife.
Essentially, you swing and you try to throw. It hits the ceiling and misses the hole. And then you feel the familiar huff and moo of the cow essentially slowly floating towards you on one end of the maze hallways you're standing in. Eyes glowing bright as it's flickering in and out of existence before it soon veers over you, opens its upside down mouth as wide as it can, and chomps your head apart. You are dead. Please mute.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can kill this thing really quickly, because I am not paying attention down there. I've got other priorities right now.
Yeah, you can't hear it though, so make me a strong, too dumb to be scared.
That's a succeed, and then a risk. That's a succeed. That's a success.
Yes! You slice.
I cut into the heart itself with the salted blade.
Yeah, you slice into it, and with the salt starts to sizzle and bubble. It lets out a deeper groan, almost a mix of a squeal in there too, as it bursts and just starts pouring blood. The two veins attached to it, essentially still struggling to pump, as it's because they're pumping and they're pulsing. You just see as you slice the main part of it open, bones and organ come spilling out of it, and you see the remains of Vic flop in front of you.
Ah! Oh! Oh! killed that, I look down to see if I can help.
As you look, I will say, as you look down into the hole, you see, Aurora. You see the cow literally chewing on Aurora's body, like sinking its fangs and ripping chunks of meat out and eating it before essentially letting go and the body flopping to the ground. It's literally just a torso as it literally bends its head up, or at least it sits its upside down. It bends its head almost down to look up at you as its eyes and the eye attached to its lower half stares at you before it flickers out of sight.
Mike, Yao, Benny, we gotta go.
I think you're right.
Let's go to the pulsing mass that was at the doors. I hope they're gone now.
Let's hope so.
Well, I will say that as
Okay.
essentially you had thing get chopped apart, there is more behind it with another hallway if you were to explore that, unless you really do want.
What, more hearts?
Well, no, it's like there's more hallway behind it.
No, I'm gonna head back.
We saw 2 people die, so we're like,
Yeah, I'm just
You saw
asking
4
because
people
I was
die.
gonna. Yeah, I was just gonna ask real quick because you did chop it and you did essentially reveal that side, so I just had to mention it.
Fair enough.
I'm leaving. We need to go. We've seen too much
Yeah,
death.
Mike
It's
is
not
leaving.
it's not safe to continue. I'm too dumb to be
Okay.
scared, but I've seen people die. I don't
Yeah.
want anyone else here to die. This is me being protective rather than dumb.
Yeah, so yeah, at this point you can turn and leave.
Yeah.
yeah. Mike does to say, it's like, let's hurry before the thing comes back.
Do I see Fuzzy's body anywhere? Now, like, I saw Victory's. Did I see anything else come out?
Well, essentially with the pipe, he was essentially pulled into, and that wall was sealed. So he's on the other side of that wall he was pulled into, but Victory was absorbed into the pulsing thing. So her remains literally fell out of the main part of it when you chopped into it.
Yeah.
Unless you want to try and chop into the hole, which is blocked up with flesh.
Should we try and get the others out? Bodies, anyway? What happened to Fuzzy?
I think he got taken into that little pocket over there. I think he's dead.
Alright. I'm not overprotective, so I don't care. Let's go.
Yeah. Too much death. Let's run.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get anyone else killed.
Okay. So
I'll
you
just-
essentially run back to the stairs.
Yeah, we run back to the stairs. Do I see that liver at the bottom of the stairs?
Yeah, when you open the door, the liver's still there, but it's not twitching anymore.
It's not twitching. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it then. I'm gonna head upstairs.
As you head upstairs, you're in the hallway, but as you enter the hallway, it is full of. It essentially looks exactly like the basement. It is darker than normal. It is smoggy almost. The ceilings are covered in red rot from the ceiling down.
Let's just keep going. He's gonna venture forth towards where he knows where the exit is.
Okay, so you
Right.
head back into the main. You head back into the main lobby, I will say.
Yeah.
Yep.
And as you look at the rotating door, the flesh that was originally on it, which was like a mild entanglement, has gotten thicker to the point where it's almost an entire wall.
I'm gonna take the axe that's salt covered still and bloodied, and just start swinging.
Make me a strong, with too dumb to be scared.
Yeah, I would just keep an eye if anything appears.
Yeah, you're fine.
4. Not good. Too dumb to be scared. Risk. That's a success.
That's a success.
That's a failure.
And then a fail.
And then a failure. As you reel back to swing, you hear Jarl scream.
Hmm?
As you whip around, you see the cow on top of Jarl before doing what it did with Aurora and snapping its jaws around his head, making a gross crunch before ripping it from the stem and swallowing before staring its glowing irises at you.
He looks to Alf, Mike and say, "Alright, it's not you. It's not you. 100% not you. Hi." Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna get in over my head. I'm gonna take one swing at this thing to see if the salt comes in handy with this thing itself.
Okay. Okay, make me a strong too dumb to be scared.
That's a 5. It's a fail.
Fail. Yeah.
That's enough
You-
on me finally.
You get in over your head, and you
Yeah.
essentially swing at it, and it moves out of the way before mowing at you aggressively. And it tries to take a snap back, but misses as you recoil away.
Moody, you motherfucker!
You
Alright, he's
get us
he's
out
gonna-
of here, Alfie. I'll
gonna...
handle it.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay,
I-
I'll let him do what he wants, and I'm gonna see if I can cut open the thing again. You've got to... Alright, how are you?
He's like, I've learned
Okay.
this from a video game. He goes towards the monsters like, sure, you can zip.
Okay, smart. Something to prove.
Yeah. It's like, see, I can rebraid.
And then I need a strong too dumb to be scared from Burnt if he's going
Yeah.
to go chopping at the wall.
I will.
So roll.
Strong.
Roll, you nincompoops.
That's a fail. You gotta do something to prove as well. That's a success. You succeed.
You succeed.
I'm holding it off.
Now you need to
Okay.
roll the rest of your roll.
That's a fail. Now, question. Do I
Mhm.
take a punishment here because he succeeded in holding it off?
He doesn't get hit. You still get hit.
I
You
know,
still
but that
get
that was his check, so he succeeds. I was just asking
Yeah,
if
he
that's what happened.
succeeds. Well,
'Cause
he
that's what he
does.
said. He holds it off, so I was just
He
curious.
holds it off. Well, it depends. How are you holding it off, Mallow?
Hmm.
I'm holding it off by punching it away. Like,
You're
back.
punching it.
I
Okay.
Watch
mean,
me punch
Alfie
it.
and Fuzzywick did it. So he's like, alright, I guess this thing's afraid of punches.
I mean,
Okay.
that
Well, I will say you do sock it, but it doesn't go away.
Hmm.
It just still. I mean, the eye that's floating behind it is staring at you now, but the cow itself is staring at Alfie.
No.
I failed. So do I die, or did I get saved by the hot smart kid?
You got saved by the hot smart kid, but you still aren't chopping through it very well. You hit
He's
it once,
never gonna
and
live
it's
that down. If he gets out of this alive, he's never gonna live that down. His pride has been.
I will say though that you got. I will say though this is gonna take a couple chops to get through it, but you got
Yeah.
one good chop from it. It is
Okay.
slowly recoiling away, but it's not exposing anything yet.
Okay. He's
Strong
gonna
and too
continue.
dumb to be scared.
Too dumb to be scared. Come on. That's a success. Come on. Just nothing. Okay, that's also a success. God fucking damn it.
You fail. You have died, my friend. As
No.
you reel
Please
back,
try and save me again.
as you reel back to take another swing, you feel teeth sink into your arm as it yanks you downwards. And Mike, right before your eyes, you see it open that jagged mouth, and it starts ripping him to pieces. Intestines flopping all over the floor, blood spilling, pooling, as you literally just see the big strong man get partially devoured before it rears its head up and turns to face you.
Is my lower torso gone, or am I just completely gone?
You're gone.
Okay,
You're
never mind
nothing
then.
but a pile of mash. Like, you're a pile of chum with organs and bones sticking out of it.
Damn it. I was gonna be like, last ditch effort, I hand the axe and then die. But I'm
Yeah,
dead.
the axe is on the floor, though.
Okay, yep. With my hand still. That's the only thing that's not dead. My hand still holding onto it. Just like I held that
Yeah.
and handshake the hand, I'm holding the axe. I'm dead.
And I will say, Benny is flipping the fuck out. What do we do?
I find it funny me and the rival are the only one out.
Benny, your rival and you are the only two people left. The axe is on the floor with Alfie's hand gripping on it. The cow is staring at you. What do you do?
Here's the thing, we're almost out. If only. He's like, Benny,
What?
break us through. I'll blockade. Well, he'll just keep distracting it. Like, hey, ugly over here, please, just.
Okay, make me
Let me
a
punch him more.
smart with some. Make me a smart with something to prove as Benny goes for the axe.
Will do.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten hurt yet.
Yeah. 3. Okay.
Fail.
Let's see the
Mummy.
risk.
Ooh, fail.
Uh,
Okay, so essentially, as Benny goes to slide for the axe, he grabs it, but the eye attached to the lower half of it whips around, and it snaps into Benny's throat, and then like spikes from like the wall reach out and grab him and pull him away. He vanishes. You are alone with this cow thing now towering over you.
well, he's alone, but with a huge monster. He's absolutely terrified by this. But I guess the only thing he can do is try to break himself free on his own.
Yeah, the axe is on the floor, but there's a cow between you and it. The most I can say is roll a smart with something to prove and see if you can get around it.
That's what I'm gonna do. What happened? Huh?
Did not roll anything.
I clicked it, huh?
There you go. Secondary,
Ugh.
now roll your primary. No,
Yeah,
your primary. Your risk.
5.
5. Little help. Does this succeed or not?
Yes, that succeeds.
Yes,
He has
it
no
does.
That
damage.
succeeds.
He did it.
Okay, so you slide under the cow and grab the axe and stand up as it whips around trying to snap at you but misses.
Yeah. And he tries to cleave one more swing at the fleshy wall, try to break it open, and try to run.
Smart, something to prove.
Yep, I can do this. What's with these? Okay, and a risk.
Oh, I will say as you rear back, it bites into your arm, but you yank away from it. You are now hurt.
Yeah.
As it's now towering over you. You can try again. You have 2 more chances.
Yeah, indeed. He's like so terrified you can see it in his eyes. What's with this now?
Try again.
What, are you kidding me?
Roll a smart. Oh, I will
And-
say,
Don't forget, Mallow, to roll a +1 RD as well,
Yep.
because you have to as well now, being hurt.
yeah, plus,
Well, he failed,
plus
so-
RD. Yeah, but still. But just
I don't
roll it
want to be
anyways.
against Cow Zorn.
Roll a one RD, please. Milbo.
2.
Yeah, still fails. Essentially, as you rear back to swing, the flesh wall moves as Benny steps out of the wall, but his irises are the same red as the cow. And he's got pulsing fleshy veins from his neck and arms, stares at you.
No offense, Benny, but I'm getting out of here. As he tries
Like
one.
Scoob?
Yeah, like Zoinks, Benny, I'm getting out. Ah! A 6.
Hold on.
Okay.
There you go. That's what the monster looks like. I sent it in the chat. 6. Now make me a smart. No, not a smart. A risk factor. And then your plus 1 RD. That succeeds.
He lost.
No.
He got a
No,
nat
that
1.
doesn't.
You got it
got
now.
a
Oh,
nat one.
these
Doesn't matter
natural
how often
6s?
Yeah,
He got
no
3
matter what
natural
you roll,
sixes.
if you get a nat 1 on any risk factor, you lose. Which is the worst part about this.
Oh.
I feel cheated.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. But essentially, as you go to swing again, the cow sinks its teeth into your arm, and then Benny walks up to you and grabs you by the face and puts his thumbs to your eyes and presses as the smell thrusts itself into your like your nose and mouth as you go limp. You are dead.
Well,
As everyone lays dead on the floor, the cow lets out a victorious cry as the hospital slowly becomes silent and crumbles away. Congratulations, you died.
I was
Sour.
gonna ask- I
Sour.
was gonna ask if the only
Mhm.
thing that is left is a camera.
Yeah, everything that's left is an axe, a camera, and a crowbar.
Oh
The
my
mystery, The
god.
haunting continues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I will say though, if you're wondering about what I was using as a reference, this is the map I made.
Yep. Also, I'm showing the cow what it looks like. There we go. I will show the map now. Nice, nice. Holy crap.
that's really good.
Yeah, I
That
like
was
it.
The basement, the second floor was the essentially the basement area, and then the basement itself, that was the maze E fell into.
Nice, 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 nice.
And I
No,
will
but
say I marked everything, so essentially the blue dots are unlocked doors and the red dots are locked doors.
nice. Now, Sour, how's your first TPK feel?
Yeah.
Good.
I mean,
For
that's
a
what you're
horror
meant to do in these
scenario?
games. So cheers.
Yeah, as a horror scenario, I had fun, even fucking confused and misinformed, and I fucked up several times, but I still had fun.
No, we had fun,
sure.
and we fixed it in the end. I mean,
Yeah.
we played it like we were supposed to, and I mean, this is your first time doing this one. But yeah, so you killed us with a fucking cow.
Yeah, a cow with an eye, mouth floating behind it. I was gonna say that the cow. I was gonna say that essentially the cow was not weak to salt, but the flesh was. I was gonna say the cow's weakness was the eye floating behind it.
Oh, there was 2 monsters?
Like, if you look at the picture I put in the Discord chat,
I see it. I was just curious. 'cause
yeah, the eye
I thought they were one
floating
and the same.
Yeah, they are the same, but the eye is attached to the cow, and it's projecting the image of the cow.
And that's the weak spot of the that's the weak spot there.
Yeah, essentially, if you hit the eye, it stops projecting the monster. And nobody went for the eye floating behind it.
Very clever. I like it. I like it. Holy shit. But
Yeah.
Sour, you killed us in Halloween. You're the only DM to kill us so far. Till next week when Fenn's gonna kill us with Cthulhu.
Oh man,
Call
this
up
was
the
my
phone.
birthday.
You
Well,
were the
you
last
just
one
died
alive
on your birthday.
And you were the last
You
one
were the last
alive.
one.
And you were the
And
last one
you-
alive, true.
And Mallow, you can say you were right.
You were.
You just got the order and who
And-
died. Wrong.
Now, the funny part is, me and Mallow are not dead. We're just corrupted by the entity.
You're corrupted. You're living in the hospital now. Though Zorn's character is living in the walls, and he is and
in the
Milbo essentially
walls.
becomes this thing.
Yeah, I kind of.
Yeah, Milbo becomes that thing.
I will show the guests what he looks like, okay? But yes, I'm living in the walls.
Look at those terrifying things.
And I'm guessing the hospital is Katamari Hospital.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the Karamari Hospital.
Nicely
I
done.
actually played through the entirety of Karamari Hospital just to get the fucking layout of the place.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
That would be more than
Alright.
2 hours.
Well, speaking of, playing through games and stuff, Sour, if you were to do something like that, where can they find you, my friend?
Huh? Playing games?
Or anything else. I mean, there are,
I
you
mean,
do art,
I
you
don't-
do other stuff.
I mean, I do art, but I don't have a YouTube, so I can't really stream playing games. I mean, it's a good idea. I do have an account, I just don't use it.
Fair enough.
Well, then just tell us where we find you for art.
I'm just saying to
I mean-
promote yourself.
But I'm just gonna say that you can find me on Furfinity, where it's porn and furry shit.
AKA not safe for work, folks.
Yes.
Alrighty. My friend, the second casualty as Aurora Smith was brutally murdered by a cow. Can't believe I'm fucking saying that in the same sentence. Where can they find you?
You can find me at Press B Kennedy on YouTube doing D&D. You can occasionally also finding me keeping tally marks for Zorn's campaign whenever once they get back to their main campaign upon how many critical successes and fails they have. Or you can find me at my channel on either Twitch or YouTube at eWolf, E-Wolf, where I'm actually going to be soon, hopefully, going to be uploading some spooky puzzle box games from The Room 3.
Well, you got 6 more days before Halloween. Woo!
Ooh.
Exactly. All right. Burnt, my friend, the third fatality, and honestly the most messiest out of all of us. A couple of us just got
Yeah.
chomped and, sucked up into a giant vein, but you, my friend, got torn apart to shreds. Where can they find
Yeah.
you?
Everywhere.
Besides over there and over there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, all over the walls. In the floor.
I mean, you're a condensed pile of chum in the middle of the floor.
No, I'm in the
Yeah.
floor. I'm in the floor maze.
I said a condensed chum pile in the middle of the floor. You're in the maze as
All
just
Or
a
under
torso.
the floor.
All right.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
under the floor.
Chum, basement,
I-
whatever.
You can find me over at Goose's channel. I'm one of his moderators, and I'm part of his intro now, funnily enough. Over at Goose060 over on Twitch. I play games with him every now and then, Apex, Overwatch, stuff like that. You can also find me over on Twitter. I'm reblogging half of his stuff. I'm Burnt Sonic, no hyphen, I believe. And I'm over at For Affinity, which I got commissioned to do something, so I'm actually post shit soon. Yeah. And I'm over there, Burnt Sonic, same thing, but with a hyphen between the burnt and the. What about you, Zorn? Where are you found?
Well, there's a person before that you think you're forgetting. That's the good old, good boy Mallow, who got scared, shitless by us and, basically thought we were picking on him, and we weren't. We were just playing our characters and doing what we're supposed to. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to yell at you. I really didn't.
It's fine. It's fine. You haven't upset me. Don't worry.
Good. But they still can't find you anywhere besides church, right?
Yeah, church or Walmart, the most horrible place on earth.
Look here.
That too.
And here. All right. But as for me, the good old Zorn, the guy who, I don't know, got a little tipsy tonight, decided to play some games with friends, have some good times, have some good laughs, and, die first, apparently, because my morbid curiosity got the best of me. Great. You can find me here at Zorn on the YouTubes. We've been doing a lot of Jatbox lately. We've also been doing a lot more Armello. I'm still going to be doing For the King as well. That series is a little more fun. I'm kind of trying to edit that a little bit more now that I have a little bit more time. And then in 2 weeks, D&D will be back in November, which is going to be fun. I'm cannot wait for that. That's going to be tremendous. There might be a short break on a Thursday there, but I have to decide what's going on then because I have things going on in life, and I think a holiday for me is going to fall on that day. We'll figure it out. And stuff like that. But other than that, yeah. Twitter, Zorn32, obviously. But yeah, I think I'm done rambling at this point. So, honest guys, thank you for watching. This has been a lot of fun, and we all fucking died.
Yay, I killed people.
Sour has killed us all. This is payback for when I obliterated her with a, what was that?
Disintegration spell.
A disintegrate spell. Yes, I remember that now. So yeah, that's payback. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the support. If you like it, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're really feeling it. And hey, if you're even feeling it more, there are always the donate buttons below. But again, thank you so much. And as always, let's get spooky and enjoy the show.
Good morning.